care about women tonight. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women tonight. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. I'm going to milk you tonight. Milk you for those laws. I'm going to milk you tonight. Going to steal those laws. Run all the way to the bank with your clout tonight. Going to milk your clout. Run to the bank tonight. Going to steal your clout. Milk you like a cow. Going to steal your clout. Going to milk you like a cow. Milk you like a cow. Steal your clout tonight. Don't care about women in wine. Going to milk you tonight. Steal your clout tonight. Going to milk you tonight. Steal your clout tonight. Milk you tonight. I'm going to milk you tonight. Milk you like a cow. Milk those laws were fun. Steal your clout tonight. Chasing the clout tonight. Chasing your clout. Steal your clout tonight. Milk you like a cow. 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 Milk you. I'm going to milk you. Milk you like a cow. Milk you. Milk you like a cow. Milk you like a cow. Milk you. Milk you. Going to milk you tonight. Going to milk you tonight. Cloud chasing. Cloud chasing. Milk you like a cow. Milk you like a cow. Cloud chasing. Milk you like a cow. Going to milk you like milk you. Milk you. Milk you like a cow. Going to steal your clout. Milk you like a cow. Going to steal your clout. Milk you like a cow. Steal your clout tonight. Don't care about women and wine. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women tonight. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Oh yeah, going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women and wine. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women tonight. Don't care about clout tonight. Don't care about queens tonight. All I care about is clout tonight. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another extremely epic episode of Lolcow Clout Chasers. Woo! Woo! Today,
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy doesn't begin to describe what. Not even the title of this live stream will begin to describe to you the chaos that has been happening over this past week. Just the absolute chaos that has been going down, especially with RTU and Tech Talk. Just, oh my God. But before we get to that.
Let me jump in. Let me jump in right to it, man. Let me tell everybody what this is fucking about.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say hello to our wonderful co-host, my good buddy, RJ from Game News USA.
What's up? What's going on? Hit that cook clap. Man, oh man. Do we have a show for you today? This is gonna be the best show we've ever had. So RTU totally got played by Jay and Keem and Kino Casino into being on Lolcow Tech Talk and being strung along like a big fucking retard just to get the rug pulled from him. And we're here for it. He's been fired. And everybody's taking their pop shots at him. Jay took the pop shots. 8-Bit Eric took the pop shots. Kino Casino did. Even Dark Side Phil. And today he's gonna get felted.
It is unbelievable that he seriously thought that everything was just going to be fine after a year of nonstop attacking, harassing, threatening, going so far as to make up things about other people and claiming all sorts of allegations that are not true, that he really believed. He even threatened to sue Keemstar because Keemstar pointed out that he didn't hack his phone and steal any of his content, that they were just going to be buddies and that would be the end of it. Yeah, you gotta be a big old to think that was gonna happen.
So we're gonna lay out the full story for y'all. We're gonna start with a clip from Kino Casino. We're gonna react to it, and let's see what they had to say.
Oh yeah. So, for understand, it was the first 38 minutes of this clip explains everything that happened, correct?
Yes, from their perspective.
So, without much further ado.
I'm sitting here doing longer days, making less.
Damn.
This is f***ing embarrassing. I was worried about this fucking show. Rich, are you high again?
Imagine groveling before Boogie like this, making excuses.
Oh.
Like, look at Rich. Look at how ashamed he is.
He should be. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But today is the day, the Review Tech extravagant. This is so Kino. I've been waiting with bated breath.
Following it, I got Worski into this Review Tech shit at the beginning. Nobody believed
I
this.
thought it was gonna suck. And then,
it's like, no, but there was all this ancient lore that we brought up and all these old videos and scandals and feuds that he had gone through. And then he revealed his Dropbox full of pictures of children and bikinis that he was clearly J-O-ing to, the sick
Listen, he deleted this episode. He was streaming the other day, right? 8-Bit Eric is evidence there. Me and him were DMing about it. He admitted that the Dropbox has pictures of underage girls in bikinis.
Well, he already admitted that.
He admitted it triply admitted it.
It always gets retconned. He's kind of like Dark Side Phil in this way, where he tells a story, then everybody shits on him, then he changes it, everybody still shits on him, points out the discrepancies and the lies, then he changes his story again. And, the guy talks about, like, Phil e-bagging this or that. Holy fuck, is Review Tech e-bagging these days, like pleading fucking poverty. He's gonna be in the fucking streets, man.
Wait till you see it.
Bro, he was begging money to go lay down naked in the snow.
Yes, and he didn't even make it.
He didn't even make the goal. If I made the goal for me to go get naked in the fucking snow,
I would donate.
You know what I mean? He can't even fucking get paid to go get naked in the fucking snow and put in the snow.
What a...
That's when you know you're so low that you legitimately, I guarantee you there's quite a few enemies of mine who would pay me to do stupid shit like that just because they would use that against me.
He ate the pizza with the crickets.
I saw that.
Pizza with the crickets. He ate the pizza he sat his bare ass on.
For next to nothing, by the way. Next to nothing.
Actually, he did it before he even got a donation.
Did the pizza one before he even got a donation. And then the other one, what was it? It was after
he hit his goal.
They kept lowering the goal and still couldn't get it, but he ate it anyhow. And
it's like, holy fuck, man, at this point, get a fucking job. What are you doing with your life?
That's what I was thinking. It's like, you know what? If I was that fucking low on the totem pole that people seriously didn't even want to pay me to do stupid shit like that, then I would just consider giving up because, like, there's no point.
Casey Shooter 23, who has subscribed, that Scooter. Why is it Kino reminds me of Keemstar? Because they're all in the drama sphere.
They're all they're all drama cows.
And they've all conspired against one man. Review
Tech USA. Richard,
so
I'm a retard
stupid.
Masushi.
He's so fucking stupid that he still thinks Jay is his friend.
Well, at this point, it's just like at this point, you'd think you would pick up on the fact that you literally said the 10 plus years friendship was worth nothing in the end. You would think the guy you just told that to wouldn't want to be your buddy anymore, and if he's being nice to you, it's because he's just trying to be cordial, because he doesn't want the whales to think that he's being an asshole.
It's like this trick they pulled on him to get him to get on Lolcow Tech Talk for this month, and all the humiliation rituals they put him through for next to nothing was sweet revenge for Jay.
Oh my god, more than just fucking sweet revenge. This is, I keep talking about how the Bible says you will reap what you sow. RTU is now reaping the rewards of his destruction, his misbehavior, his misdirection, and his misogyny and misandry that he has passed upon those that he deems as inferior to himself. So congratulations, RTU. You learned exactly what the Bible meant.
Subs, and let's keep the clip rolling.
Yes, let's get some subs, let's get some likes, let's get some donos for RTU getting felted.
Buddy.
Absolute bums here, bro. The guy's a
That even get like 30 subs now.
the worst businessman in the history of
Keemstar sub.
the deal.
Keemstar?
Keemstar ripped him. Keemstar's literally taking this guy's money for nothing.
Keemstar,
Because
we doubted Keemstar. We're like, what is he doing? And I'm like, oh.
It was the masterful.
And Jay? Jay, bring it up.
To take 75% of this guy's money and not do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know how. It's literally, it's not like Lolcow Live where Keemstar is on the show all the time or every day and he's coming up with scripts and stuff for them to do. No, it's literally they're doing the exact same show they would have been doing otherwise. There's no difference. It's the exact same show that they could have been doing on Rich's 1 million subscriber channel, where Rich took all the money and paid Jay a meager salary to live in an attic somewhere in Western Ontario. Okay? But instead, the 1 million subscriber channel is deleted. They're now not even on Rich's own channel. They're on fucking some crazy.
It's even crazier because Jay pulled one of the most the greatest moves. We thought he was a reason. He brought all of RTU's guys over to his own personal stream and gets all the donos.
Hey, Miss Jess, nice to see you.
So what? It's crazy, guys. Jay,
Special shout out to Miss Jess, who is from the after show. Hey, it's nice to see you guys from the after show coming on over to come support as we and the Kino Casino felt the living hell out of Review. He's a fucking retard USA. Let's continue the clip.
Wait, hold on. I guess something to say about what they've said so far. So they're laying out this master plan that Jay and Keem had cooked up, where they let Kino in on it, where it's like, hey, they're stifling Rich's donations. It would have been the same show on Rich's channel, but now instead Keemstar's taking a majority of the money, and they're going to explain what the humiliation rituals were, and everybody's in on it except
Rich.
one, Review Tech USA.
And like they pointed out, Keemstar is literally getting to sit there and make so much fucking money and doing barely fucking anything. He doesn't. He literally. He has to do nothing, and Rich is just pretty much feeding him like a fucking Lolcow, like a real Lolcow, just feeding him money and feeding him money over and over and over again. He's legitimately milking him for every bit of he can possibly get.
Rich is so poor he begged Keemstar for $40 gas money. Imagine owning a million sub channel, deleting it, and then begging Daddy Keem for $40 gas money.
Oh my god, I hate asking family members for money. I couldn't imagine fucking being that low. Also, hello Eli Gaming. I'm glad to see you're back. I'm surprised Keemstar hasn't banned you already. Total surprise there. But I'm glad to see that you're here too. To give more of my thoughts on that, like I said earlier, I don't like asking my family members for money, but when I do, I feel bad about it because it's like I hate taking from my family members when I should be having my own money, my own work, my own thing. I could not imagine. Oh, I think we just got a donation, did we? I think we did.
All right.
I heard it. I think I heard it anyhow. I could be hallucinating. It wouldn't be the first time I've hallucinated things like that. But to get back to it, I was, what was it? Oh, yeah. Miss Jess just subscribed to the channel. Woo!
That's 2 subs today. Thank you all.
Fuck yeah, we're already growing.
Keep party rolling.
We hadn't even got into the meat of the story yet, and we're already rolling better than Rich did.
The only thing he's rolling is a deli roll down the hill.
Yeah, no, the only thing he's rolling is that pizza he ate the other day. Fucking gross. Gross, man. But I think we should go ahead and continue letting this clip play too, because I'm getting more and more interested in how they lay this story out. Also, that's a great face that Andy's making right there. That's a great face. Let's continue the clip, shall we? Let's continue. Filting Review Tech USA.
And after Lolcow Tech Talk and makes more money himself
Than
on
Review
those
Tech
shows
ever made.
than on the entire fucking Lolcow Tech Talk show. It's just insane. They just tricked Rich into doing one long humiliation ritual of himself where he's in perpetual poverty and there's no escape because he signed a contract to do this for the next 5 years. Think of it.
Wait,
He's now Keemstar's slave.
What did you say?
He signed a 5-year contract to be Keemstar's slave.
Yo!
And he can't speak out against it. There's NDAs.
Oh,
and
that's
all
why
this
he was
stuff.
saying, "Oh, Keem, in 5 years."
5 years? 'Cause he believed he was going to be a millionaire. Keemstar told him, "Don't worry, bro. You're going to be a millionaire."
Keem is
You
brilliant.
just-
I'm sorry, Keem.
You
We
just
doubted
have to, you just have to keep humiliating yourself. Don't worry. Eventually, it's all going to work out and you're going to make all of this money. I swear. It's so fucking Tito. I'm sure Keem's going to definitely make sure you're a millionaire, bro. Imagine signing the Mark contract and trusting the 5-year plan. That like the thing is, there's no way to actually make Rich a streaming millionaire because he's shit. He's boring as
No.
all you can do, and this is like you can make a small, modest stream out of just throwing dog shit at him.
Yes.
I gotta pause it. Holy shit. That's a fucked up contract. It did some. Holy shit. And I can't believe the man signed it. Holy balls. The man signed a
And then
contract.
fired his ass. He's fired.
And
He's poor. He's broke. He's destitute. He's fat. He's fat.
You would have thinking when I had a fucking lawyer overlook that before you sign a contract. Because I would have I have my lawyers overlook any contract I sign. I don't care if I know the people or not. That's getting checked by a lawyer before I put my name on that dotted line.
Jay's his best friend. Jay's his best friend, and he was telling people in the Discord, don't donate to Tech Talk while we're on. Donate to the personal channel.
Yeah, he was.
What about the night they had no memberships? None. No memberships while Rich ate shit.
Yeah, oh my God. I watched the clip because I watched the where they watched all like the segments and everything. Oh my God, I was laughing my ass off at Rich was fucking everything up. But he wanted to talk shit about Smash JT. And Jay just sat there and was like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
Whenever
Okay, thank you.
when you got Wings of Redemption telling you how poor you are. You got Boogie 2988 telling you how mentally fucked you are. You have problems. You're the bottom of the totem pole. Eat shit.
Oh my God! Bottom of the totem pole doesn't even begin to describe that. When Boogie,
you're below Becky Boop and Lolcow Rewind talking about her vagina. You are lower than Tina. You are lower than Leppy from Lolcow Nerds. Dark Leppy is higher on the totem pole than you.
Oh God!
Lolcow Aussie eats your lunch.
Oh fuck! You know it's bad. You know it's so bad when Chris Chan is getting more respect from Lolcow than you are. you know that's it. You're done. Your career's done. Go ahead, hang up the hat. Put the boots in the middle of the ring and walk away. You're done. I can't stop laughing. Let's continue. Holy fuck. This is getting better.
Let's be real. Rich of Review Tech USA couldn't even lace Boogie's boots. That's the God's honest truth. Rich of Review Tech USA has failed as a lolcow. He is actually in lolcow hell, where Boogie 298 is not just his boss that he must answer to, yes sir, no sir, but Boogie is his better, his superior in every way. Whoa. Far more entertaining than he'll ever be in his entire fucking life.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's actually insane.
Even crazier, you know who also won? Becky. She's got 4K, 5K watching.
Bro, somehow in the hierarchy of Lolcow Live, Rich is at the absolute bottom. He's literally at the absolute bottom. And it's what he deserves, dude. Fucking this guy's getting his fucking shit pushed in by Becky, dude. Becky comes on, humiliates him, shits on him, embarrasses him. Becky gets the prime time slots. He doesn't get shit. He gets nothing. Even Becky Boop has more respect and more clout in the Lolcow universe than Rich. There's not one person. Tina has more respect and clout. She only has one fucking leg.
Does she?
Rich brings nothing. Yeah, bro. Rich brings nothing to the fucking circus.
Well, he does.
They already have two fat fucking guys.
He brings tech problems, folks.
Oh, this is crazy. It's a tech show where they're supposed to be telling you about tech, but they have more technical support issues than any other show. So their supposed
And that's the absolute truth. That is the absolute truth. That I've had less tech problems, and I've barely begun understanding how live streaming works. Rich has been doing it for over a fucking plus decade, and somehow he doesn't know how to run OBS. I don't get that. It's OBS is actually pretty simply set up. I mean, you'll have some technical issues with it. Streamlabs is a little bit easier to run. as far as like being more stable. It's a more stable version, but I'm like, that's the one he uses. I don't understand how he fucking can't use the actual OBS, the open broadcast software. I don't understand. I don't even have those problems. And the version I'm running is from what I understand, an emulated version. This is the Intel version I'm using on Mac OS Sequoia, which is on Apple Silicon hardware, excuse me, which has a completely different firmware from the Intel version. Somehow mine's running just perfectly fine. Like there's nothing to it. And he over there fucking can't run the thing that's native to his fucking computer. What the fuck?
So even Glammy Lammy can run the OBS better than Rich. A woman in her 50s that never did anything on the internet, to my knowledge, before this year.
Doing it even better. I guarantee you, my brother Buck, who really only uses his phone for like phone calls, emails, and like watching videos, could easily set up a computer, get OBS running within like 30 minutes, and it would just be fine.
You know, Rich's brain is perma-fried. Like, even if he quit smoking the weed somehow, he did so much damage to his brain, it's perma-fried, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He needs DDP levels of therapy. That's Don Dallas Page, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking about. Maybe he might be able to help him. And he might be the only person, and that would be if Rich was willing to admit to the fact that he needed help, which him doing that is like the equivalent of him stop watching DSP. That's never going to happen.
He's obsessed with Phil. He wants to wear Phil's face.
At this point, I would not be surprised if he has Norman Bates level of thoughts about DSP. There's something Norman Bates did about his mom. I would not be surprised.
He put a goal for to get Phil's face tattooed on his ass, and he didn't reach the goal, and he plans on getting the tattoo anyway.
All right, Scooter just talked about it. He took DDP's yoga class. I've been told it's one of the best in the business. I don't know if it's true or not, but it is.
Ripped, bro. Scooter's fucking ripped. Scooter gets all the women. Rich gets none of the women. Scooter takes all the women for himself.
I was gonna say this way. I was gonna say I think it's provable that Chris Chan gets more women than Review Tech USA.
That's not true. That's not true. Rich does have a woman. She's just incredibly balding.
I'm about to say Chris Chan has a girlfriend too. They've been together for like 2 years or something like that.
Imagine getting someone else's face on your body. That's wild, said Miss Jess. Yes, it is. The level of obsession Rich has with DSP, it's pretty crazy.
See, it's not like a family member or someone. It's not like if I got a tattoo of my father on like my arm or something like that, where it kind of would make sense because of like I'm having a visual representation of who he was. No, it's some fucking weirdo on the internet that he's obsessed with. It's not a family member. It's not a lover of his. Not a child that may have passed away. No, it's fucking a streamer that no one gives a shit about. Nobody on here who is of any fucking level of significance gives a shit about Darkside Phil or even know who Darkside Phil is. Like if I walked up to Markiplier, one of the biggest YouTubers on this entire platform, someone who's actually made real movies that have been shown in theaters, if I walked up to him and asked him who Darkside Phil was, I guarantee he'd look at me as if I just smoked a bunch of crack right in front of him and then asked him to pogo dance naked for me. I guarantee you that's exactly the look he would give. So that just tells you the level of insanity that Review Tech has. I swear to God, I really do swear to God, he is truly obsessed with that. Not just obsessed, I think this man is borderline stalking him. Just borderline stalking him.
JKB's in the chat saying, "Quit cucking the content and play the clip."
I don't see that motherfucker unless he blocked me, asshole.
Just kidding. He ain't in the chat, but I guarantee he's watching.
Oh, he probably is watching.
Of expertise is just infinite fail. It's insane. You have literal retarded lolcows like living in
Wait, we gotta read what
trailers.
Scooter just wrote in the
With one
comment
leg.
section.
Their technical abilities are
Oh,
beyond Richard.
God. I gotta read that real quick. I gotta read that. That's fucking great. Scooter goes, well, I'll get a cardboard box of RJ and wear it and walk to Walmart. I'll have to join your live and do it.
Tell them where people can join in the Discord.
Oh, yes. In the description of the video, there's a special link that you can click to become a Clout chasing fan, just like the rest of them in the Discord server. But if you want to be a Clout giver, then join our Patreon, and for $5 a month or more, you become a Clout giver. Unlike nobody, because nobody's being a Clout giver, and we want Clout. So you need to get to our Patreon and give us Clout, damn it.
And making an announcement starting this week, which Tim's doesn't even know about yet. Starting next week, we're going to allow a members waiting section in the Discord where we can drag people in.
Yeah, so next week, if you want to be a member and you want to talk on the show with us, join the Patreon. But in the meantime, let's let this clip continue playing.
Tech USA. This
Guys.
is the hell that he lives in now. He gave his golden play button to Keemstar
That's wild.
on the promise that in 5 years he would have $10 million. He really believed this. He really believed that in 5
Oh.
years he would make
What?
$2 million a year. He really thinks he's going to make $10 million. And then he's going to retire in 5 years. That's what he's saying. He's saying in 5
Oh, that
years he's
clip,
going to
yes.
retire.
The
He's
Renton
gonna have
posted that.
millions of dollars, and it's like, bro,
Dude, exactly.
you actually have
Ash.
to put in the work,
No,
bro.
it's even crazier, Ashton. What he said in that clip was he goes, in 5 years, I'll stream once in a while when I feel like it, but I'm going to make my main job making beats.
But it's like,
Oh,
bro,
It's
man.
over. You're
it's
50.
over. You're not making it, bro.
You're not going to be a beat maker. He's
Guy
like,
is just fucking desperate. He'll do anything to avoid applying for a fucking real.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about it is that he actually could do it if he would stop doing stupid fucking songs like he does. Like Exposed was great because it was a funny meme song for its time. But when you're literally talking about people's big breasts and going into the microphone, nobody's gonna want to fucking listen to that. That isn't beat making. That's retarded. Let's stop making music.
Let me explain something. There's no chance Rich could ever be a professional beat maker. Number one, any person he collaborates with in person will not want to shake his sausage finger fucking hands.
Ugh.
Number two, he's way aged out of the game. Like, way aged out of the game. There are beat makers that are in their early 20s that are making music for people now that like music now. And Rich has no fucking idea what he's doing. And number three, he's never been fucking good at it. It's been his lifelong dream, and he's a lifelong failure.
Hey, fucking man, it's like I've worked for a bunch of bands. I've gigged for bands and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, you're not going to replace the feeling of a real drummer by going bit into the fucking microphone.
Scooter,
Or fucking
you may
farting.
have big breasts. Scooter, you may have big breasts, but you don't have the breast that Review Tech has.
You don't.
That's the one thing he might have.
You don't have fucking titties that like hang down so fucking low you could tie them in a damn bow tie.
He doesn't even look like a real person anymore. He's 500 pounds.
Even Yokozuna didn't have titties that looked like that. And he was legitimately 600 pounds. I'm just saying. When Yokozuna looks healthier than you do, that's when you know you fucked up.
And we mean healthier now, like even though he's in the grave, he's healthier.
Yeah, even towards the end of his life, he died at 400 pounds. Review Tech right now is at the same age, and he's over 500 pounds. I'm surprised he has not had a heart attack. Legitimately. I'll put the lotion on the skin. Christ. Get some help, buddy. Get some fucking help. and let's get the clip rolling. And I'm going to get some help by getting this clip rolling.
Bob,
Buddy.
which at this point he should just fucking do.
Yes.
Just go apply at the call center, Rich. I swear to God, bro, it's better. You're better off working at Walmart, the call center. There's more dignity in that than having to answer to Boogie 2988 as your boss.
Yeah.
There actually is. Like, I'm sorry to say, but no matter who your boss is at the call center, Walmart, Best Buy, it's not as degrading as having to be yelled at by Stephen Williams. Seriously.
I forgot his name for a second. Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's actually so fucking insane that you would degrade yourself to that level to take shit from the guy who faked cancer and say, yes, sir. No, sir. Do you have any fucking respect for yourself at all, Richard?
Speaking of respect.
He takes off his shirt for $100.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
He takes off his shirt for $100. Do you know how much he gets out of that $100 now?
30?
No, it's like $20.
Oh!
He gets
Oh my God. Just, oh my God. What? Just hold up. I got a sound for that.
Oh my God!
What the fuck? He's not even getting 100. It's not like YouTube's like cut like 60-40 where he's getting $60 to take his shirt off. No, it's like 20. It's literally less than the shirt that he's wearing. Because
Let me explain. So, for every $100 they make on Lolcow Tech Talk, which has been several nights they don't even make $100, it 30% immediately goes to YouTube.
Yep.
Right?
30% of all
that leaves
revenue.
70. Then Keemstar takes $35. Okay. So then out of that $35 that's left, Rich gets $17.50. Plus he has to pay taxes on it.
And the taxes for that's like about $1.50. So he's making about
Who the fuck's your tax guy? Because I'm talking taxes being like 20%. So he's probably walking
my
away
tax
with
guy.
like $12.
My tax guy usually gives me pretty good deals on tax. Georgia is a little more.
Scooter gets paid to put his shirt back on.
See, the problem is Eli Gaming is I'm directly on the website itself, so I can't force the dark mode on it. Otherwise, I would force dark mode.
What do you mean? This is dark mode. This is Rich's dark mode.
No, I ain't turning on. God, if this is Rich's dark mode, I hate to think what his fucking light mode looks like. Ugh. It's good again. I get more than that when I walk down the street. They pay me to put my shirt back on. Like people pay me to what was it? The old adage that my I forget which sibling it was that used to say it, but it goes, well, most strippers usually get paid a lot to take their clothes off. I'm the kind of person that people pay me to put my clothes back on. I used to make the joke to some of my buddies that my ex used to pay me to put my clothes back on. But I'd still rather have that than fucking work for Keemstar for 5 years, having to eat fucking tarantula pizza and fucking having my baby mama come up and shave my chest off. Like, oh, that's a punishment. Yeah, shave my hairy fucking rolls. Oh.
Do you realize half of these humiliation rituals Rich chose for himself.
That's the worst part. He did it
He
to himself.
self-helped himself. He must have humiliation kink.
Yeah, humiliation ritual.
We know Boogie has a humiliation kink, but maybe Rich does too, because if not, I don't know how he keeps putting himself in these positions.
Or maybe he's so desperate for money that he thinks if he humiliates himself enough, people will have enough pity to give him money. That might be the other one.
Save the business. Shaving his chest is going to save the
It
business.
is eating a tarantula pizza.
All Lolcow shows are shows about a show. They're
Yeah,
shows
literally.
about the show, and they're all production meetings, and that's all they are.
It's literally The Office if it was dumbed down for YouTube. That is literally the show.
KC Shooter says that he wants to bang Rich's wife. You want to grab what hair remains, hold her like
Oh
handle
God, you need help.
over and ride her like a bicycle.
I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Rich had a hard on for Grace Thorpe at this point, considering how much she dick rides him.
That relationship or that friendship or whatever the hell it is, it's over because Rich thinks Grace is a victim, and Rich thinks that what things that Ben have said are problematic. Motherfucker, look in the mirror. You are problematic. You are the fucking
Well, that didn't last.
Ben Thorpe's shoes. Even though Ben Thorpe's a fucking pedophile, you couldn't lace his shoes.
Oh Christ. Well, that didn't last long. That did not last long.
Now you better play the clip before I break any TOS.
I think we already break so much TOS is not even funny at this point.
By the time YouTube takes its cut,
Oh yeah.
Keemstar takes his cut, Jay takes his cut, Rich ends up with $20 for taking his shirt off and streaming shirtless
For an hour.
for an hour. Like a
$20
circus
for
animal,
fucking
like a monkey.
nothing.
He's a fucking
That's great.
Lolcow.
At one
Dark
part,
Side Phil doesn't even do that.
it was funny. Fucking review text like, for the next 100, Jay will take his shirt off. And Jay's like, I'll never do that. What the fuck's wrong with
He
you?
goes,
He's like,
I'm
no.
not going to degrade myself like a fucking animal.
He's like,
like
what about
you are,
200? He's like,
Richard."
no.
And the thing is,
Jay
you
tells
can
him
tell that
no.
Rich isn't enjoying. It'd be one thing if he enjoyed it and he was having fun, but he's seething. The whole time he's just angry and bitter, and now he's crying about how broke he is, about how he's making less money than he was before. And of course you are, Rich, because it's only the same group of about 10 or 15 guys that give you money. And when it didn't grow, there's nobody new. New whales come in and give money. It's Juicy Booch. And that's about it. There's Juicy Booch and a couple of other small level donors. And it's just the same guys that would have been giving you money had you just streamed on your own channel.
And they moved over to Jay's stream now.
And now Jay gets to take
More
a
money.
portion of that. So it's just like the worst business decision you could have possibly made. The guy went from being his own boss, keeping 100% of everything, to not being the boss. Keem's the boss. Not being the second banana. Jay's the second banana. To being the third fucking banana. And having to take shit off Boogie and Wings and Becky because they're higher than you in the hierarchy of life. Which at that point, bro, get a real fucking job. Wake the up. But it's okay. Because we're going to point, laugh at you, make way more money off of you than you'll ever make off yourself. Because you're a fucking loser, pedophile bum, dickers. And no one likes you. And we were like, oh, will this help Rich or whatever? It won't. Ultimately, like, him. He's like, he'll try.
It helps Keem and Jay. That's it.
That's it. That's all. Like that's the reality. He's getting like pennies on the dollar.
Oh, and 8-Bit Eric's been
20%.
belting him.
Yeah, 8-Bit Eric.
That's safer Friday.
Eric has just not just felt him. Eric has been absolutely fucking destroying him. Just bitch slapping him around like he's his hoe. Just bitch slapping the shit out of him.
All Eric has to do is show up on stream and say hi, and he
Fucking
melts down.
like not just spurks out, but he just straight up throws a tinter tantrum like he's 5 years old. He's like,
He's living rent free. 8-Bit Eric is living rent free in RTU's head. Imagine the first time you see somebody like on a stream or whatever, or like they come on the call, and immediately he fucking has a complete and total meltdown.
talking about how he's gonna quit the show and do this and do that, and then he says he won't do it because he doesn't want to ruin Jay's paycheck, even though he didn't give a shit about paying him a year prior. Oh god! Someone said that Eric gained his 4 subs.
Jamie, I'll say this:
Oh.
if that's true, Rich is the bottom bitch.
To all of them. Everyone gets to take a turn with him. Oh, God. And what makes it even better is that I was on the call for quite a few times, or I would be on the live stream when all the felting would go down. Like, I would be modding his chat. Next moment, Rich would show up, spurg the fuck out in the chat. He would try to make fun of me, and I would point to the fact that he's the one begging to get on Eric's show, not me.
Don't you know, Tim's? RTU's doing a great work. He's trying to warn against anti-woke grifters. Oh my god. Clutch.
And somehow that makes me a creep by stopping the asshole who has underage children's bikini pics in his fucking folder where he has pornography in it on his Dropbox. But if you confront him about that, that means you're a pedophile. According to the Jostler. That's what that means. If you bring it up, you're a pedophile. Not Rich, you are. Oh, God. And I love that Jay continues to run defense for that as well. Continues, like, oh, that's not what that means. Oh, no, that's what it means.
He's running defense for it because that's how he's convinced Rich. Hi, I'm your buddy. I'm your pal. You're my friend. I'll always take care of you. And then he brings him to the humiliation ritual to get absolutely fucked.
And then on top of all of that, Keemstar, I love Keemstar. How he fucking tricked Rich into a 5-year contract. That is nothing short of hilarious. This has been fucking great.
Anyway, so any sort of claim that Rich made, like, "Oh, this was always my plan to leave," is total bullshit. Coping, which we'll get to the coping later.
Because he is so desperate that he has changed from RTU streams to. Should I say it now, or should we wait until the end to tell people what his new channel is?
He's the Lolcow basement now.
Lolcow basement. You can't get lower. Let's continue the clips because it gets better. It only gets better from here.
Fucking dominated. Well, because we're gonna go through the entire timeline. We've been saving up this material. We've been editing it together. Andy has been watching it the whole time. Andy loves this shit. This is like his favorite shit ever. And so we're
So
going to
hold
go
up.
through the whole.
I just want to say real quick, I don't blame Andy. After months of being called a cokehead, being told he needs to overdose on it and die, all sorts of horrific deaths and whatnot, I do not blame him and taking great joy of watching Rich suffer because
So let me explain this, okay? So this whole time that Keeman J has cooked up this whole plot to get the humiliation rituals and to fire him and ruin his channel even more. The entire time Kino Casino was let in on it, fed the clips, and then they've been editing it together and waiting for the rug pull. And they pulled the fucking rug.
I want to just pull the rug. They straight up fucking incinerated the damn rug and took Rich with it. It's why the thumbnail of the video or the live stream is him going down the river. It's everybody pushed him down the river and is all smiling as his career floats down the river and off the cliff.
PPP is a better friend to Darkside Phil than Jay is to Rich.
And that's fucking saying something, considering how much they make fun of Darkside Phil. It's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Hell, JKB is being a better friend to me than he is to Rich, and he thinks I'm some fucking predator. Explain that one to me. Explain that one.
Timeline of Lolcow, Tech Talk, all the shitty app.
But you know what's beautiful about it? It's not just what is funny on the show. It's the nuances. It's Rich twitching his arm when Jay like goes, "What about that million sub channel?" And then Rich is just like,
He's just
it's
so
those
angry.
nuances
And he
of
has,
biting
he
his
has to
lip.
take it. He has to take it. He has to take it like a fucking bitch.
Yes, he
He's just
does.
so cocked to Jay now. Like he's Jay's personal servant. And that's what this all was leading to. And Rich thought that he won. And we're like, go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead, Rich. And he agreed. He signed the agreement making himself Jay and Keem's slave for 5 years. 5 years a paddled slave.
And Jay's just killing it on his channel. His views have skyrocketed. His money's like times 10 of Rich now. And by the way, speaking of tech talk, Jay runs the OBS perfect, right? First 3 episodes, bang, 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 without a hitch. Rich, everything wrong that could happen happened, and then some. Also, very funny. This will be maybe on Wednesday or Friday. But Jay, so following the stream we're gonna watch tonight, Jay went on his stream, made $1,000 first of all, which is 900 more than they made on their full show.
So they did the whole show for $100.
And then Jay goes on after, makes $1,000 in an hour.
Jay owns all the way.
See, I want to add to that because while we're not going to react to them reacting to it, I'll tell you pretty much so what happened there. So they do a 4-hour stream where Rich fucked up the entire OBS from talking over the top of the music to doubling the music 4 times in a row. So the music played off sync with each other because he would keep playing the same intro over and over and over again. So they would just keep layering on. It
I
didn't.
talk over the music sometimes on this show.
But here's the difference. Here's the difference. We do that for a comedy effect. Rich didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and then he was trying to have a conversation with Jay while the music was playing. This isn't like you doing the interruption and then bam, we're immediately into the show. It's he's being fucking stupid and he doesn't know what he's doing. And then afterwards, he went on this massive fucking tirade about the people in the chat who told him that they were tired of him not talking about technology. Instead of talking about the new Apple iPhone, the iPhone 16e, or Apple Vision Pro not making much money and not being considered a success, even though it's taken a good bit of the market for VR and AR technology, it's not considered a success. Instead of talking about something like that, or talking about how Microsoft is fixing to end. I know I'm rattling off technology, but I'm giving you examples of what they could be talking about. How Microsoft is fixing to end support for Windows 10, one of the oldest running Windows, the one that has almost the entire world running on it, is fixing to lose support in October of this year, and people are freaking the fuck out because all kinds of chaos could ensue, and Microsoft doesn't give a shit. No, instead he's bitching about Smash JT not donating to some charity. It's like, what? No one gives a shit about that. So then Jay goes on his stream and he does basically a 10-minute apology about it. And once 2 Cents comes on, he's normally, I think he's a total asshole. I'll give him credit, at least wise he knows how to put a fucking docket together. He put one together that was beautiful about tech drama and covering tech. Something, again, that will entertain the audience. But Dickers this time around is the one that puts the docket together. He gets the keys to the kingdom, everything. The OBS, the docket, the songs, everything.
It's shit. He does total shit job at it.
Oh, literally, this is his. Once 2 Cents words verbatim goes, you want to know, audience members, you want to know what happened to the docket? Jay goes, yeah, what happened to the docket? Dickers happened to the docket.
And everybody understood.
Yeah, and Jay just started instantly getting like fucking $100 donations after that. Just hundreds of dollars just started pouring in after that. Of people telling them that they were sorry that Jay was dealing with that. And Jay's like, I don't want to run this show anymore with him like that. I'm never going to let him touch the OBS. I'm not going to let him run the music. If he wants to rave, he can rave on his own channel then. Like, that's not what we started Tech Talk for. I don't give a shit about Smash JT's lawsuit. I don't give a shit about how Ape Eric is rent-free in his head. He's like, I don't give a shit about that because that's not what the channel's about.
Oh, they replaced him with David Jaffe, and they had an absolutely insane first episode. It was hilarious, and the views were skyrocketed. Rich was the problem with that show.
Legitimately. David Jaffrey's the guy that fucking made God of War, correct?
Yeah, God of War and Twisted Metal.
Even though he may be a crazy fucking leftist, he's entertaining. He's very smart, and he understands the business very well. He's like the Jim Cornette of the gaming industry. He knows it very well. He understands it. But when it comes to politics, he's completely retarded. So,
and there's been multiple occasions where Lolcow Tech Talk became Lolcow Sex Talk.
Which made it even funnier. But it's not like just Rich fucking talking about Darkside Phil's breast and his tipples. It actually is funny jokes that makes Jay uncomfortable, and everybody else laughs at Jay's misery then. Because at least wise, it's actually funny when that happens. With Rich, it's not even close to funny. I was like, I don't want to hear about your fucking fat breast. I don't give a shit. Stop talking about it. It's just ill. Just ill. If Jay was talking about breast, I would listen to it all fucking day. I wouldn't give a shit. But you, Rich, I hate it. It makes me feel like I'm listening to a fucking predator talk about his latest victim. Like I was listening to a fucking Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer talking about the victims and what they did. It's like, so fuck off, Rich. Just fuck off. Seriously. You want to talk about how I'm a creep? Motherfucker, you say so much creepy shit and you have a Dropbox with fucking bikini pics in it, motherfucker, of underage children. Fuck off with that.
Kino's paddling him right now.
I'm paddling his ass right now because his dad didn't do a good enough job paddling him when he was young.
Dicker still lives with his parents, and he's like in his mid-40s.
So he's like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Let's continue the clips, dog, before I break TOS.
Right? Like all the whales are like at his beck and call, and he told them not to donate in the Discord to make Rich seethe. And then in the Discord after, he's like, okay, now guys, all donate to me. And he got $1,000. Rich $25 less out of the whole cut. Like less than $25 for the day. And then Jay came in for $1,000.
And then Jay.
Oh.
We'll see this later. I'm doing a little spoiler, but it's really funny because Jay, he's like, guys, I want to apologize. Dickers ruined that whole stream. Then 1-2 phones in to Jay's show. And he's like, fucking Dickers can't figure it out. This is why he deleted his channel. Like, they're like A-logging like we would.
Oh yeah,
And I was like,
well, because there's nothing else Rich can do.
Yeah.
Because Rich ended up tanking his channel, his streaming channel in the algorithm, because he deleted 6 months worth of streams. So it's literally fucking dead. YouTube
Negative 6 million or 7 million views.
So YouTube won't even recommend it to people anymore. It's to the point where Review Tech is considering deleting his existing streaming channel, like he deleted his fucking million sub channel,
And focusing on Lolcow Tech.
and so he has to go to Lolcow Tech Talk. He has no other choice. He has no other options. But
And then
to
they
be
fired
like
him.
the bottom of the totem pole,
that's the best
bitch
part.
carrying water for Jay.
They
yes
fired
sir, no
him.
sir, to Boogie and Keem.
We missed the
who
funniest part.
For years, he talked shit about Boogie and Wings and Keem, and now they're his boss. They tell him what to do. When Boogie says jump, he says how high. This is your life, bro, and he has no escape from it. He's claiming he's going to make a new channel because his streaming channel is dead, but he has to start over from zero. This guy
Imagine working for the people that called you a bad father.
At the start of last year.
And imagine only attacking Eric for it. The guy who didn't even call you a bad father. The guy who just said your daughter needs to take away your keyboard because you're acting like a jackass on the internet and you should just go ahead and spend more time with your daughter rather than worrying about the trolls that are attacking you. No, instead, he sits there and he obsesses over somebody. He claims he has no wrestling career, despite the fact that I can find the episodes of Raw that he was there. I can find the episodes of TNA when he was there. I can find all of that. I can find all the stuff he did in the independent scene. I've went and researched it. I didn't just believe what he said. I went and researched it. He's verifiably a very famous wrestler, just like my father. So, in my opinion, it's actually just fact. Rich is retarded. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's lying to his ass. He's a fucking weirdo. He's a creepahoid, and he needs to be fucking put in jail because that's the only good spot for him. Maybe then he might actually make some money then.
Kino Casino is a way worse enemy to Rich than 8-Bit Eric could ever be. Every time Rich goes after the Kino Casino, he immediately gets destroyed. He can't go after them anymore because it just leads to really bad things for him. And he thinks that he can get one up on Phil or 8-Bit Eric. If he thinks he can get one up on someone, that's when he, will go after him. But here's the problem with that. He can't. He doesn't get one-ups on Phil or 8-Bit Eric. He's their bitch boy.
See, like the thing is, he can try to go after me for me joking about my family members, but all I gotta do is just summon the family members and we all have a round table making fun of him. And by the time we're done, he'll be fucking crying and begging for mercy because we've done it to people before who decided they wanted to challenge the Tim's clan. Every time someone's ever challenged the Tim's clan, they've lost. It didn't matter how long it took, they lost. Every one of them got an L at the end. And if Rich wants to keep trying it, he's going to get that same one. And I'm going to put his fucking crying face on my wall. And I'm going to point at it every time I live stream and look at it and go, look at the motherfucker who challenged the Tim's clan and lost.
He thinks he's Tony Soprano or something. He's like Italian, New York, mob boss. Just because he can keylog Jay's computer, he thinks he's a badass. No, fucker, you're not. You're really not. you're a little bitch.
Yeah, he's a fucking coward. He's a coward, and he is a
Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
who got
You're fired.
because he is a
Dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're great.
so cope. Review tech, cope about it, you fucker.
And just little by little, he was just buck broken by the casino, by 8-Bit Eric, by Keemstar, Lolcow Live, Jay, to the point where now he has no million sub channel. His streaming channel is dead. His play button went to Keemstar. Jay is his boss. Keemstar is his boss. And he's just trapped like a fucking animal in a cage. And it's tough.
And you missed one of the best parts ever, and I forgot too until now. Fucking Keemstar, every episode has changed the Tech Talk time slot. It goes from 8 to 10 to midnight to 2 p.m.
And like, so Rich can establish like no actual schedule to his life. So Keem's like fucking with his sleep schedule to make him like depressed and anxious. And Rich is like, it's just brutal, bro. And there's like nobody knows when to tune into this fucking shit. It makes no fun.
Jay still streams at the same time, regardless if Tech Talk is on or not. So Jay's just like, oh, I don't give a fuck, right? And then Rich is now trying to stream by himself and catch up. And he's actually putting goals on the bottom.
Yeah.
His 50 sub
They're
goal.
all like humiliation rituals of himself.
Yo, he had a 50 sub goal yesterday. Out of 6 hours, he made 28 subs.
Ooh.
I'm embarrassed. Or
At
3 hours and 40 minutes.
What are they? $3 a piece?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure 5
Oh,
of them were
man.
scam. You know, the what's that scam?
Oh,
the DSP
no.
scam? Where it's like fake money or whatever.
It's all fucking Argentinian membership and shit like this.
But he's stressed.
And he's seething. Like he sees over and over and over again. Like he's so angry about his failures. And it's like, bro, if you just streamed regularly on your own channel, you would have been better off.
Beyond.
If you had just kept your 1 million subscriber channel, you would have been better off. If you hadn't burned Jay, you would have been better off. Like he's back. Like
Amen.
what's crazy is he didn't want to do the show with Jay. That was the whole reason for this meltdown of firing Jay. And he wanted to do rap beats and he wanted to do this and he wanted to do that. But in the end, he ended up doing the show with Jay, except he makes the same as Jay now instead of making 99% of money. Like, that's the thing is he makes less than Jay.
By a lot.
By a lot. By like a factor of 5 or 10 times.
I would say at least 5. At least, yeah.
It's actually fucking insane. So
Feeling like, no one, like, I hate him. I think he's a retard. He stalks people. He remember that kid, Jostler?
oh yeah, he
Threatened him.
that 16-year-old
Flat
kid,
people,
blackmailed this kid.
lies.
Like people, he was just as bad as Mundane Matt, and Keemstar himself exposed it years and years ago. He has
Yes,
a
he did.
Dropbox full of questionable pictures of children that he felt guilty enough about. It was the telltale heart. It got me.
The Telltale Dropbox?
It was
The Telltale Dropbox. The fucking Telltale Dropbox. That's awesome. Deserve some coke clap. Fucking Telltale Dropbox. That's awesome. Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, and Rich continues to sit here. He continues to sit here, act like everything's fine. That he totally never admitted to any of it. That all's debunked, but never bothers to explain how any of it's debunked. He just says it's debunked. Like, are you gonna?
It fell into the Best Buy bag and hit confirm on push notification.
Which is not how iPhones work. Not how iPhones even remotely work. Maybe an Android phone works like that, but I've never heard of an Android phone doing that either. So
He admitted he had an entire burner phone just for the Dropbox.
and then he deletes all those live streams, and then he says, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then there was the family-friendly 8-Bit Eric stream where he threatens to kill 8-Bit Eric, threatens to kill what was it? Not So Kind Sav, I think was it.
Hold a second. So I got news for Richard. This is directly to him. People can archive your videos, you fucking retard. And they did.
Archived
So
everything.
congratulations for tanking yourself in the algorithm by deleting millions of hours of watch time. You dumbass.
I can tell you, based on like my research, each one of those streams was about 4 hours long. I remember it lasted anywhere from 2.5 to 4 hours long. The 8-Bit Eric one, for example, was over 3 hours long. The amount of watch hours he deleted from the math that I did, based on like the average viewer rate and everything, was about 200 plus hours of watch time. 200 plus. That is enough for the YouTube algorithm to take a look at it and say that his channel is not worth recommending because it's not gaining enough watch hour time.
Oh, and check this out. So it's not just that either. Algorithm aside, his legacy being deleted aside on top.
Yeah, deleting them.
The fact that you don't stand on your words.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you a completely pathetic human being.
The fact that he literally does not own up to anything. He doesn't apologize for anything. And then when you challenge him on something to show evidence, he shows little to no evidence, most of the time no evidence, or if the evidence he has that he does show barely proves anything.
No. Let me explain what this motherfucker does. He will delete evidence, demand you show receipts, thinking, oh, well, I deleted the evidence, so obviously you don't have the receipts. Then you show the evidence and show the receipts, and he goes, well, that's debunked. That's a troll video. Go fuck yourself.
So that's what I'm talking about right there, is that you and if you show them any kind of like somebody reacting to that clip, then it's like, well, see, that's a detractor clip. Therefore, you're not showing the real evidence.
But you know what? You know who's the biggest detractor of Phil? You. So should we discount all the evidence you bring against DSP?
All the time? I think we should. I think we should not listen to what RTU says about DSP because everything he says is a lie because he's got no evidence to prove it.
At least DSP doesn't delete his videos and he stands by his words.
Yeah, so if he's completely in the wrong and he knows for a fact, at least wise, he will stand by it and just own up to it. Or just make up some bullshit to go with it, and that'll be the end of the story for him.
Worski 316 said, I just archived your ass.
That's got to go on the soundboard. That's got to go. I got to remember to clip that one. Anyway, and Tim's 316 says, go fuck yourself.
J316 says, play more of this clip.
Okay, here's how on the last stream it was deleted, but there's a ton of evidence, obviously, because like Renton watched it, fucking 8-Bit Eric, yeah. But so 8-Bit Eric is like, yo, bro, you didn't prove what was on the Dropbox. So Review Tech's bright idea is to blur it out. Why do you want to see pictures of underage girls in bikinis?
Well, why do you have pictures of
Oh, pause it right there.
Oh my God. I didn't even know about that one. I actually was not aware of that. Because that must have been on the second time around Eric went after Rich and not the first time.
So did Eric basically tell RTU, hey, why don't you show
I know in like, I will say in like private phone calls, we talked about it, and he's always like, he goes, I don't get why Rich even brought it up if it's so, he goes, if it's so innocent, why did you bring, it's like, why did he bring it up?
Remember, I brought this to your attention first weeks ago, did I not? Like back in episode 1, I said if the pictures are not that bad, he should be able to show the pictures with blurred out faces. And the fact, and what was, and we knew right then and there, we knew he would go to, oh, you want to see the pictures of underage bikini, whatever. No, we want you to prove that the pictures aren't that lewd. And the fact that he won't show them proves that fact. And he wants to sit there and say, oh, well, you want to look at these pictures? You have the fucking pictures, you asshole. And you look at them all the time.
Because Jay even said, like, the most recent pictures you look at was that Dropbox area that has them. So that means you have been looking at them, which makes me wonder what you've been doing with those pictures, which is why Chris Hansen's in the thumbnail, because I think you need to be interviewed by Chris Hansen. Legitimately.
And this is why I said Lolcow, the Lolcow universe detector test, before they fired him, they should have ended up forcing him to take a lie detector test. Did you jack off to these pictures? Were these pictures considered lewd? Like, ask this guy questions about the Dropbox in a lie detector format.
Yeah, because well, maybe in the legal sense it wouldn't mean much, but in the court of public opinions, it would mean a lot, because then it demonstrates to an extent that either he's telling the truth or he's lying, and more than likely, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, it would prove that he's lying, that he knows he's not telling the truth.
The thing about the Lolcow universe is a lot of questions and rumors, speculation can be answered with a lie detector show. And they should do it at Fat Camp, in my opinion. But anyway, a lie detector show, they could sit there and ask Becky, did you lie?
Yeah, did you lie about the rape?
Did you lie? Did you lie about the cans? Well, we already know he did, but did you lie about your childhood abuse? They could ask, Wings, did you, do you really think the age of consent should be blah, blah, blah? They could ask Rich, did you jack off to the Dropbox pictures? They could literally go through, they could ask Desi, did you see Trap Daddy in Vegas?
I highly doubt she did. I think that guy's a fucking total psychopath that's making up shit. Because I went back and looked through his history. He's notorious for saying shit like that just to get underneath people's skin. And he knew it would get underneath Buggy's skin. That's why he did it. Miss Jess made a comment right here. Her comment says, lie detector tests are often so iffy, though. Just being nervous to do the test would show it as a lie. That's fair.
Make good content. Make good content, though.
My point is, we're not saying that it should be done for legal purposes. We're saying for entertainment purposes, it should be done. Because we want
Steve Wilkos has done it before. If you ever watched the Steve Wilkos show, they did lie detector tests.
And like this, the whole point is to grill Rich for our entertainment. Since he wants to be such a fucking asshole, he deserves to be milked like a cow.
And not to mention, if you just present the lie detector idea, how pissed off does he get at the mere suggestion of it? That's the whole psychology behind it, is how resistant is he to these tests?
From last time I remember that being brought up to him, I remember he had a mental breakdown, hit the cope clap at least 1,500 times, and then banned the individual. And then
that was mentioned.
Yeah, that was, but I was on one of the live streams that got deleted.
Wow.
Because I remember that, because then Jocelyn started calling them a sexual predator too, and trying to say that they were me undercover trying to expose Rich. I remember that. Because I wish I had a screenshot of that. I wish I did. I don't, but I wish I did.
But right. My last thing about the lie detector thing before we move on and play the clip is, yeah, I understand it's not 100% some of these stories, like when you talk about the Becky Richie Dubs thing, it would be 2 lie detector tests that you could take, and you could compare and contrast the results. Some of these, maybe somebody got nervous and whatever. I think that they're reliable enough for the court of public opinion. I wouldn't push any legal issues with them, but I'm just saying, for entertainment purposes and for putting their feet to the fire, sure, let's do it.
It's like boogie stories of childhood abuse and whatnot. Like obviously that would be like one of the hardest ones to do, because what you're trying to prove or disprove something that was in somebody's memory, and the human psychology and the human brain is notorious for making up stories and placing it without the person actually knowing that they did it. It just happens.
I don't want to make this episode about Boogie, but one thing I'll say about Boogie and the theory that he lied about his childhood abuse is, number one, he lies about everything anyway, and number two, stories over the years have been inconsistent.
Well, that also goes to the fact that now something that could explain that is that the human memory is notorious for being extremely poor. That's why, like, eyewitness testimony, like back in the 50s, used to be everything, but nowadays, eyewitness testimony is no better than pissing in the wind.
But I would also say this: if I were somebody like Rich, God help me.
God help you if that ever happens.
And I was being accused, I would immediately be comfortable and want to take the lie detector test to clear my name. So the fact that he's so upset about the mere suggestion of a lie detector test shows me a guilty conscience.
Like, to prove that I was innocent, I had a federal background check done on me. Nothing came up. You know why? Because I knew nothing was there, because I never did anything. So a federal background check proved I was innocent. So what you got, Rich? Come on, come at me, bro. I got the federal government saying I'm innocent. What do you got? That's right, fucking nothing, because you got nothing, and you will be nothing, because you are a fat slob piece of trash.
Hey, the only one that brings up Tim's being a predator more than once 2 cents is Tim's himself.
Hey, and there's a good reason, is because Rich still goes on about that. He legitimately, on his fucking live streams, still seeves about me. Which I don't know why, considering he obviously didn't want me being a fan of his, but he still seeves about it. I guess he seeves about the fact that he's not getting my money anymore, and that's why. I bet he wishes he could still get my money while making fun of me.
Tim's, if you did get exposed for that, at least let it be on the Skeeter Jean show so this podcast blow up.
Yeah, I'll fake the whole damn thing. Go to Skeeter Jean and Chris Hansen and say we need to make this happen slowly, this live stream. So that way, this whole podcast will blow up and I can be rich and famous. Let's go. Be a man.
I'll chase for you.
Let's continue. Good God.
The thing is, they're not even his kids. They're his ex's kids.
That's the worst part about that.
Shit, he's kept these photos for years, and they're in recently viewed.
Yeah.
And they're in a folder with fucking weird.
Jeez,
That's
Jack,
fucking porn.
Like, let's
Oh,
not.
it was in the same folder as his other.
Yes.
That's what's crazy about it. It was in the porno folder.
If it was an updated folder from a phone, why would there be other files in that folder? Wouldn't it be just a phone folder?
I don't know. I really don't know. And all of the stories about it, the phone dropping into the Best Buy bag, claiming we hacked him, we have all this stuff, his taxes and this and that, but yet his taxes never got leaked anywhere. Yeah. None of his personal shit got leaked anywhere.
No Kiwi Farms thread, adding.
Or on Cow or anything.
Oh,
like
he doxed himself?
That's happened this week.
What
the idiot was trying to dunk on Phil or something, about how he purchased an item from fucking Best Buy to ship to his house, and he showed on the fucking shipping tracker where his fucking house was, and then everybody was like, looked it up. Turns out he doesn't live in a double family home. You know, it's not apparently 5,000 square feet. It's only 1,200 square feet.
He lives in the basement.
Bro, and there's like 7 people living in this fucking house.
It's like an Indian family.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Everybody just clowned the fucking guy, and well, I was already
we gotta
doxxed
stop there.
before, so I don't care.
Then why did you erase the fucking tweet then?
You know what I mean? Why would you delete the tweet then? Unless
did it
you
on
were
purpose.
embarrassed, right, Rich?
Wait.
Like,
Hold on, we gotta talk about this.
By
don't know,
Graham
like, the copes are
Palkin for
insane.
sub. Thank you.
the copes are insane from this guy, and it's just like, bro, like he's checkmated himself. There's nothing he can do. He's just a cow in a cage.
Damn,
getting
stop
milk
the video
on
for
the
a sec.
baby. He took that.
I went and got me something to drink, and I was checking on my towels.
You son of a bitch. I had so much to say. Okay, I had so much to say about the docs. Okay, he may not care that he doxed himself because he doesn't have any respect for himself. He's
Yeah.
got fucking family. His parents, his kids that show up there. Does he? And he leaked his own address as a way to dunk on Phil. With so stupid to realize his address was on there. What a fucking idiot! And then people were able to search the address and figure out he lived in a 1,200 square foot home with 7 people living there. Oh man, it's brutal for him.
Oh my!
He's not the owner. His dad fucking owns the house. Even if it's not on paper, his dad allowed him to live there into his 40s because he's such a fucking loser. He couldn't figure out life.
Wow. He fucking doxed his own address to dunk on Darkside Phil. That
By accident, he doxed his own address because he just wanted to show that chip to. But the idiot didn't blur out his house, his address.
blow out the address. That's fucking great. That is a level of special. That's a level special. I don't even know where to begin. Where the fuck do I begin on that? That is special. That's not just special. That is being a
Dumbass. You're a dumbass.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. We can keep the clip going.
I can't help but to laugh at this point. This is just fucking great.
Brand upon himself to be a Lolcow, to be a part of the Lolcow universe.
Yeah.
After all of the shit that he talked, saying it was all fake, it was all gay, he would never go over there. They were scumbags for profiteering off faking cancer.
Oh yeah, remember he
and
said he
Boogie's
would turn
a
down
piece of
100,000 to
shit
go
for
to
having a
Lolcow. Now what happened?
jailbait girlfriend.
Yeah, what happened now, Review Tech? You're, what is that? What does that title say, Review Tech? I think that says you're in Lolcow hell, because you are.
Oh, he was so pissed off when Jaffe got the job, and it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was your
He literally
making no money.
He literally tweeted that he said the best thing that ever happened to him was getting fired from Lolcow Tech Talk, and JKB came behind that and tweeted it out saying the same.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious what Jay has done to.
Oh my!
And Rich will try to find any way he can to make something that's an L into a W, and he never does. It's been nothing but straight fucking L's every fucking day for a year straight.
Literally, it has been nothing but fucking loss after loss after loss after loss. And the only person he has that can help him is the Jostler, man, because the Jostler doesn't have a life of his own. He's a fucking alcoholic who hates anybody who's religious. I literally mean anybody's religious, especially Christians. He especially hates Christians. If you're a Christian, RTU isn't even as bad as Jostler. Jostler actually would like to see Christians be hanged on a cross for his own entertainment. I'm not joking. I actually had that conversation. It was disturbing.
RTU's living off of Juicy Boot. I don't know who Booch is. Juicy Booch, if you are somehow, please.
Just stop, man. I know Juicy Booch personally. I'm not going to talk about what he does. I know the man personally. We're friends. And I've talked to him on numerous cases. I told him, like, man, I don't know why you're watching him. He doesn't care about you like that. His whole thing is like, he wants peace between everybody. That's what he wants. He wants everybody to be at peace.
Well, the peaceful way of doing things, because if you don't support the man that fucking sent a keylogger into Jay's computer, if you want peace, don't support the man that doxes and threatens people all the time. If you want peace, let him go and let him fade away into internet obscurity. Let him get an actual job that will better support his family. That's the best way to help him.
Yeah, the best way to help him is let him finally learn, because
Juicy Booch, at some point you are enabling him, and please, I'm asking you, just stop enabling his ass. Like, if you know, I know you want to be a good guy, you want peace, but maybe Tims will talk to you behind the scenes, but you got to stop enabling him. He's a bad father. He uses the money to get high all the time. He's not financially responsible. He's not a good person. Just stop, bro. Just stop.
Like, I told him, like, I don't understand how you could support him, even though he's attacking me, your friend. He is going after me personally, your friend. I don't understand it. And he's like, I just want peace between everybody.
Okay.
And he goes, and I'm sorry that you feel that. He goes, I'm sorry you're dealing with that.
Juicy Booch, if Tim's is more of your friend than our, you could redirect those funds this way. That's all we're saying.
Hell, even if he doesn't pay me, he just watches, I would appreciate that more than fucking him supporting Rich and making Rich live, like, almost single-handedly funding him.
Yeah, you're single-handedly funding
a man
to do this.
A man, man in quotations, who literally will threaten women's lives, will threaten anybody who makes fun of him, and goes to the point that he will make up false accusations and allegations of sexual nature, which is considered the lowest of the low, even lower than murdering someone, and taking someone's life is a pretty fucking big deal. So that tells you how far he really goes to try and make someone look bad, just so he could feel better about himself.
And Juicy Booch, I'll tell you this, okay? Rich does not care about you.
No, he does not.
And I will promise you this: if you even pay to Tim's or this show, Tim's will give you the time of day, and he will be your friend.
Hell, there's so many friends I have that don't pay me anything that watch my show, and I tell them I appreciate the fact that you just watched the show. Like G McFly, even though Eric doesn't like him and he doesn't like Eric, G McFly is one of my best fucking friends. He is somebody, yes, he's donated to me, but he didn't have to. I appreciate the fact that when something goes down or I'm being drugged in the mud, he steps up for me and he lets me know. He gives me the evidence and he backs me every step of the way. Even when other YouTubers have let me in the fucking dust to suffer, he has not. And I can truly depend on on him. If something went down and I needed help, he's right there a phone call away to come help me. That is more than I could say for most other people who claim to be my friend on Discord.
Speaking of help, let's see how Jay, Kino, and Keem helped Richard out.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, he talked shit about Keem and Brantley's. He talked shit about everybody on there, man. He talked about how Wings was a pedophile and this and that. And then now he takes orders from Wings. Takes orders from a guy he called a fucking pedophile, calls him boss, calls him sir, calls him master.
I don't even think Wings doesn't even interact with him. He is like the least. Even Jay is on the after show and other shows and all this stuff. No one, like, Review Tech isn't invited to the Queens or after show. No, it's just Jay.
No.
Jay runs the show, for real.
I want Keem to force RTU to film a video on his hands and knees. It will happen.
Oh, it's going to happen.
If Keemstar told him that he had to do it, he would do it. There's no level that he wouldn't sink to please Keemstar. If Keemstar asked him to fucking tongue shine his shoes, he would fucking tongue shine his shoes.
I actually want to disagree with PvP right here.
Yeah.
So here's the problem. Boogie will actually get on his knees for Keem and do what he needs to do to make the money. Rich won't. See, he'll debase himself in really ridiculous ways, but when push comes to shove, he won't actually do the thing that will make, which is take on the full Boogie role of debasing himself to Keem, even though he is debasing himself to Keem, but doesn't even realize it.
It's literally, he doesn't understand that if he plays the role of a clown, that he could make a lot of money. No, instead, he sits there, pretends like what he's doing is enough, and then it turns around and makes up false accusations about people. Copes and Steve. He copes and sieves about individuals who aren't really a part of the Lolcow universe, and those who are actually best friends with the bosses.
It's the worst of all worlds because he's getting the embarrassment without the riches.
Well, no, that's like, is again going back to the 8-Bit Eric thing, attacking 8-Bit Eric, going after 8-Bit Eric, making all these. He literally, him and Jostler, on one of the last live streams before he got fired, just about outright said that 8-Bit Eric's a pedophile and that he should be canceled because a troll 10 years ago sent him lewd pictures of minors that they had been finding on the internet to try and make him look like a pedophile because he exposed them for being a liar and a deceiver.
But you gotta think, Boogie gets the embarrassment and riches.
Yeah, he makes money.
Rich, he's not getting the embarrassment by denying doing certain things that would get him the riches, but he gets the embarrassment anyway.
And gets no money. Gets nothing. He's like the Willy Wonka sentence, like, so you get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir.
Murphy's law is everything that can go wrong will go wrong. RTU's law is everything that I can do wrong, I will do.
He's literally
Dicker's law. Click this one. Dicker's law. Anything I can do wrong,
I will do wrong.
right.
But I'm right. Oh yeah, that's gotta be clipped. Dicker's law. And just like he's gonna find out, or I should say, as he's also found out, Newton's law of gravity doesn't just apply to the gravity on Earth, it also applies to human logic. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. For every time he acts like a jackass, there's 500 streams, just like ours, that makes fun of him for his stupidity. Just like we're going to continue watching the stream making fun of his stupidity.
That didn't sound like Newton's law. That sounded like the law of Full Metal.
Well, again, it's Newton's law. Every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction to come with it.
I need you to smash that RTU gold play button and let's see more of this clip.
Oh, I would love to. I really would love to, but something tells me I'm not going to get to.
Eat his fucking pubes
For free.
He'd eat his shit with a spoon. He'd do anything. He will. He has.
Sick, twisted.
He's brought in his own wife to be part of humiliation rituals.
Well, it's not his wife. Don't make him go, we're a liar.
Oh, it's my ex-wife, baby mama, or whatever. Not really married. Fiance for eternity, Lauren. Imagine the mother of your children bringing her onto a Lolcow show, exposing her to the abuse and the ridicule and the jokes, especially after fucking Rich went after Phil's wife. Yeah. And said that she was fair game and she was fat and all this fucking shit, to then bring your own baby mama on to expose her. And he tried to like put her in a sexy outfit and like a low cut top. And it's like, this is an older woman who should be raising your children as you provided a real fucking job. She's 45 years old, but because you're a broke dick fucking bum that can't provide or provide any sort of fatherly role in your children's fucking life, because you're a fucking loser that wants to get high all day and play Elden Ring, Richard, let's be real. Your fucking 45-year-old baby mama, the mother of your children, has to come in and be a part of disgusting humiliation rituals for an audience that will make fun of her and hate her because you're a loser. She has to come in, shave your fucking chest. The fucking shame of it, bro.
But even Jay
Fucking
was like, stop. Like even Jay was like, this was Rich's idea. Rich, may you mute yourself? We're trying to talk about tech here. Even Jay was like, I didn't sign up for whatever the you're doing right now.
Yeah, I actually want to say, legitimately, I feel so bad for her. I feel so fucking bad for her. That's why I haven't commented about her or her looks or anything. I feel so fucking bad for her because.
So Tim, you're taking the high road with her?
Yeah, I'll take the high road with her because I'm not gonna attack somebody that's basically being forced to do this stuff because she really doesn't have an option. What option does she have? Not doing it, and then RTU doesn't make money then, because he manipulates her. He fucking manipulates her.
Before you make her a victim, I'll let you take the high road. You'll take the high road, I'll take the low road. Because I'm gonna take the low road on her, but you need to play more of the clip. We got to see her on screen, and then I got to talk about her for a little bit. And I'm gonna take the low road, buddy. You take the high road.
I'm taking the high road. I say personally, and I'll end it with this. I say personally, she's a victim. She's being manipulated, and she needs help. And he needs to be in jail.
I'll get in the gutter here in a second.
Jay's
I'm gonna get in the gutter.
Like he was on his show later. He's just like, "What the was that? Why would you do that?" He's like, I didn't plan that. I promise you guys. He planned this. And by the way, the fake beard looks so cartoonish. It's like a magic mark. It looks like he drew it in. He's like Randy when Randy drew the hair.
It's on in Countdown to Liquor Day when Bob shaved his fucking head and he had to color his hair in with a fucking marker.
That's what he looks like now.
That's what he fucking looks like now. He's a fucking joke, dude. The guy is a fucking pathetic joke of a man.
Team and Jay, brilliant guys. Brilliant.
Imagine having 3 children that you have to provide for, and the only option you have is to call in their fucking mother to shave your fucking chest for fucking pennies.
$27.
Children. Go get a fucking job.
Oh yeah, and I'm all right. Here we go.
You can't hack it at this. You're terrible.
Pause it for a sec.
You're not.
So I forgot that I don't think she's coming on this part of the clip.
No, she comes on way later. She comes on like an hour and a half into it.
Since they brought her up, I'm going to go ahead and take this low road. So, Tim's, if it's too hard, you can cover your ears, not be on camera when I say these things because these are going to be some low blows, brother. I'm taking some low blows. How much of pathetic, washed up whore do you got to be sleeping with one Richard Masucci, the micro Masucci with a 1.5-inch wiener who jacks off to your daughters on a drop box? You're sleeping with that guy? You have a fucking brain. Whoever the fuck your first baby daddy, get back with him. He'll provide you with a better door. You balding ogre bitch.
For me, I totally disagree. Because you don't know the circumstances of the first one, so you don't know whether or not that one may have abused her or put her life in danger. That's the thing that I consider when it comes to stuff like that, is that I legitimately think Rich is a fucking danger to her and the children. Much so her more than the children. I think he's more of a danger to her, given his history of threatening women.
I will say this, Tibbs. I did a good job of making you look like a because they said.
Because Miss J over there is like, damn, that's low. Well, I don't know. Maybe more difficult behind the scenes for her. See, that's what I'm talking about. I think it's a hell of a lot more difficult for her behind the scenes. Miss Jess understands what I'm talking about.
I'm the bad cop. Tim's is the good cop.
Because at the end of the day, for me, I'm not going to attack somebody who's innocent in the situation. I'm going to attack the person who's getting involved, like the jostle, like 1-2 cents. Well, Richard Review Tech especially, I'm going to go after him because it's him doing it. It's not her, it's him, unless you got some evidence that that none of us across the internet were aware of until today, which if you do have that, you need to show it now, because I need to see that.
I have something. I do have something. So we knew on the Facebook post, Lauren is her name. She has talked about how bad of a father Rich has been before, and she goes back. That's all I'm going to say. I'm moving on from talking about her.
Again, like I said, I wonder what the circumstances are that's forced her into that. I'll speculate a little bit here. It's probably a lot to do with the economics of where they live, because New York is a very notorious state for being extremely expensive to live in.
No, we ain't speculated on that. Let's hit the play button.
I'll speculate all day long. Hey, if you're going to call her a whore, then I think I'm allowed to at least comment on the money aspect. Yeah, see? See, that's what I'm talking about. If you're going to speculate on her being a whore, then I should be allowed to speculate on the fact that I think financially she's strapped because of the children, because she has to take care of the children somehow. So what better way than, I guess, be stuck with the person that was married to? Apparently, I don't know whether or not they were fucking married, because Rich says they weren't, but I've heard that she was. I don't know how the fuck that relationship works. It's fucking weird.
Tanner,
She should cut him off.
Rapper, you're not a beat maker or whatever fucking nonsense you think you are. You're a pathetic, washed up fucking stoned bum that needs Keemstar to provide you direction in life, because you lack the masculine energy to provide your own direction or energy to your show. You need other people to tell you what to fucking do and when to fucking do it. You don't have what it takes to be self-employed. You don't have what it takes at all. You're just a fucking loser. So take that same energy of, Keem tells you what to do, and go to Walmart and have the manager there tell you what to do. You'll have a schedule. You'll work 8 hours a day stocking the fucking shelves or being the Walmart greeter, or go to Best Buy and pretend that you do technical support, or go to a fucking call center and do tech support for fucking Apple or fucking whatever, and live that life. Live that fucking life, bro. That's your fucking destiny. It's calling out to you. Stop embarrassing your kids. Thank God your daughter can't see what a fucking joke you are.
Ooh.
Stop embarrassing.
Ooh, that would hit me. Oh, that one hit me, and I'm not even related. Oh, that was a low blow. That was a straight up baseball bat to the fucking back of the head.
You never heard me even say that.
No, that's who. Ooh, fuck. Oh,
I'm telling you, the next 5 minutes, you need to play the clip uninterrupted and let him cook because he's about to cook right now.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead, PPV.
The mother of your fucking children, fucking dragging her into this shit. Nobody else will tell you this. You're a fucking clown, and you're not even a well-paid fucking clown. Because we're clowns over here, but at least we're making okay fucking money. At least, you know, we don't have some fucking old fucking gnome telling us what to do. Boogie 2988, a fucking 52-year-old failed
Like
fucking
jumping in the
loser.
call, and
Fake
screaming
fucking
at us.
cancer, fucking piece of shit, telling you what to fucking do, and you have to fucking shine his shoes. It's fucking pathetic. You're an old fucking man, and this is what your life has come to. You have no marketable fucking skills. You have nothing on your resume. You have nothing to show for your 15 fucking years doing this other than garbage, regurgitating fucking news articles. And you think you're entitled to money just for fucking showing up and taking off your fucking shirt? No. You're a fucking bum. Wake up and be a fucking man. Go put in the application tomorrow. Seriously.
By the way, he is also fatter than ever.
Fuck.
I thought I was like, I'm like, is it like, am I in the wrong aspect ratio? You know, I'm like, did I like fuck it up?
I is just hoping, like, telling you he's exercising, this and that.
What
I'm
is
fat as fuck.
exercise?
I'm
No,
not
you're
fucking
way
gonna
fatter than you.
You know, but I'm not
Two
gonna
of
cope
you.
and tell you. This is the thing. He's like 500 fucking pounds at like 5'2", waddling around, sick fucking dysgenic freak with 3 t-shirts, all of them gray and all of them stained with sweat.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. He's a fucking slob. He needs to take a fucking shower. He fucking stinks. But I don't know if he could stand up long enough to take a fucking shower. And I don't know if tubbing is an option because he may not be able to get the fuck out. He may just be stuck permanently there in the fucking tub like fucking President Taft or some shit. Like, it's tough out there.
He
Tough out
really
there
thought
for
he
him.
won. He really thought. He's like, he goes, at one point, he's like, I beat the Keno Casino. I'm like, in what metric?
Buddy, like,
What
this
metric?
is
Are we like
this is the
weighing?
delusion that he fucking lives in, where he really thinks he's done something by becoming a lolcow.
That's what he thinks.
Like, I don't know. Like, you think that you won, bro? You're making less money than ever by your own admission. You have to fucking answer to Boogie and Team and fucking Jay and Becky, and they all humiliate you and shit on you every fucking day. The whole show is just a ritual of fucking shame and humiliation upon yourself, your children, your fucking baby mama. Like, what are you fucking thinking? What if your daughter regains her sight? What a fucking disgrace if she had to see you for the fucking joke that you are, Richard.
Ooh.
That's who you are.
Ooh.
You are a fucking joke, a lolcow to be milked. Your only value online now. Nobody cares about your opinions. Nobody cares about your fucking ice cold tech takes. What about my Nintendo Switch 2 take? Hey, Jay, I have a Nintendo Switch 2 take, Jay. I think that Nintendo, they did it right this time. Like, no one cares. There's fucking 1,000 other channels that actually know what they're talking about when it comes to tech or gaming.
What
People,
actually, on the show, Jay will say a tech news thing that he has in there, and it makes sense. He has a caller on, and they're both discussing whatever, PS5 or Sony or computer, whatever the fuck, right? And they're like vibing, and it's actual good tech talk. It's decent. I'm like, you know, I like tech stuff, right? So I'm listening, fucking like a fucking wrecking ball, like the Kool-Aid man. Rich smashes into the convo and adds nothing, and they all forget where they were. They're like, wait, what were we talking about? Like, Rich, shut the fuck up. We're talking about, and then it's like,
same fucking jokes about how gay he is or shit.
Oh,
or
the
fart
ass and BJ
and like yeah, some toilet humor can be funny sometimes, or some gay jokes can be funny sometimes. But when the whole show is toilet humor and gay jokes, and you're in your fucking 40s, bro, like you're
Oh,
fucking hack. You're a fucking loser, bro.
well, did
Holy
Smash?
fuck.
Did Smash?
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I didn't say anything because I just wow.
Where's the white flag, brother? Oh,
God
my
damn.
God.
That was brutal. That was again not related, and I was struggling to sit through that because that was brutal. Just
I mean,
Paul,
we fucking hate the guy, but good lord, PPP. I mean, would you say that's the most brutal felt?
oh my God. I seriously, when he brought up the daughter, and especially like seeing him, the mental image he painted in my head was like the daughter looking at her father, loving her, right? And then she goes to school, she finds out about all the shit that he's been doing, all the people he threatened, the accusations, the drop box, all of that. And then her coming home and not knowing whether or not if she wants to hug her dad anymore because holy shit. Holy balls, he's insane. I legitimately, I can't believe I'm going to be saying this. I legitimately fear for her if she goes to school. I legitimately fear for her.
Well, the son has already, he got kicked off of PSN on Christmas Day because Rich needed to stream.
Oh yeah, and that I'm like that's fucking bullshit. I'm like you don't need if you need to stream, you could have sat you could have sat there and you and your son had a fucking Christmas conversation talking about some of the fun Christmases you guys did together while he played the PSN then. No.
I promise you, that son is hoping, begging, and pleading that nobody he goes to school with ever finds out who the fuck his father is.
Oh, I guarantee you he gets bullied for it all the time, honestly. There's no way he doesn't. And it's to me it's fucking sad. It's legitimately sad. It's
embarrassing. He's ruined his entire family legacy.
Yeah.
Him and after him, he should be ashamed of himself.
Really, he should be. I don't understand how his father hasn't chewed his ass out. I guess his father's not aware of what he's doing. Because legitimately, if it was, I'll put myself in his father's shoes. If that was my son doing that, I'd be chewing his ass up and fucking down live on the internet for everyone to see. And I let him know what I think.
Oh, my son's a cool podcaster, has a cool mic. And he's probably like, has no fucking idea the shit that
he said
chicken, sucking cucumbers, taking his shirt off, debasing himself, doxing his family, and talking about his family, bringing up all the personal health problems, using his kids as a shield, fighting with his baby mama on live stream, having his baby mama shave his chest, bringing up personal family stories constantly. Can you, at the very least, if you're going to be a fucking embarrassment, be a fucking embarrassment for yourself and stop bringing everybody else around you involved into it? Your friends and your family, they should be absolutely embarrassed by you. It's ridiculous.
Well, it gets even worse from there because then he's like the false accusations against people, the threatening to harm individuals, and like I said, potentially kill some of them. Saying, like, for example, he literally tweeted out the other day that he hoped, in a sense, he hoped, well, he didn't phrase it that way. He basically is hoping Elon Musk gets shot the same way Donald Trump does, but except for Elon Musk actually dies from the shot instead of just being grazed.
Oh, but he didn't stand by it because he deleted it like he always does.
Well, he deleted it because it got mass reported and he didn't want his account getting taken down.
Right. But he deleted it because he doesn't stand by it, like we mentioned earlier.
And then again, going back to like the false accusations.
See you, Miss Jess. Have a good day.
See, You take care. I'm glad you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you around. And I'll see you in the Discord. But anyhow, to get back to it, oh my God, could you imagine this? Could you imagine if the father found out about people like me who are fans of his just being accused of shit that we didn't do? Could you imagine? And the fact that he brags about accusing us and saying it's funny. It's like, oh yeah, he's a creep to all women. He should be arrested and locked up in jail and be executed. His words, by the way.
Let's do this. Let's play the rest of this clip up to the 30-10 mark, and then we will react to the closing remarks here from PPP and Worski, and then we'll move on to the second clip.
Oh yeah, because we got a long stream ahead of us, and there's a lot of stuff to cover.
We're at the hour mark right now, and we've gone through clip 1 of 5.
Nice.
It was the longest clip, so.
JT kill a fucking member of Rich, like his family?
Well, he's upset because the guy makes money giving his opinions about video games and Rich doesn't. I mean, ultimately what it is that Rich is just jealous that other guys who he considered his peers back in the day or beneath him back in the day have now surpassed him. That's why he's upset at Stuttering Craig and fucking all that. Like, he just seethes. And it's anybody who has different political opinions than him, he sees that. But the thing is, nobody cares about Rich's political opinions. You know what I mean? Like, Rich tries to pretend like, oh, I could trick people and do a right-wing grift. No, you couldn't. There's a million guys trying to do right-wing grifts. You don't automatically be successful by spewing right-wing politics. Ask Phil how that went.
Yeah.
For Phil, why the f- do you think it would work for you? People can tell when you're a fucking phony or a fucking fraud. You don't fucking believe what you're fucking saying. Or they can tell that you're just a fucking low IQ, low information idiot. Just
like the quartering
bullshit, bro. You have no fucking idea about politics. This is a man who told us he didn't vote until he was 40 years old.
What? I forgot about that.
It's getting to be a little late, Richard, to get on your fucking political soapbox now and talk to us. This is lower than Sargon. Sargon is way. Bro, it's a fucking disgrace to even bring up Sargon's name and Locke and Nietzsche. And like that entry level, he's never even fucking sniffed. Holy fuck. Stop the madness, Dickers. You're not a political fucking activist. You're not shit.
By the way, he's like, oh,
fat.
If you're conservative, you're a grifter. When it's like, okay, what? So bread tubers, leftists aren't grifters? The fuck? Shut the fuck up. Sit down. You don't know what the
speaking truth.
Review
that man. Fucking absolutely.
Grifting. But okay, but I'll take my shirt off for $50.
Everyone he doesn't like a grifter.
Yes.
But he's a grifter as well. We're all fucking grifting out here.
We're taking donations. What the fuck? We're not fucking doctors or something. Shut
He'll try and pretend like he's above Phil when he's lower than Phil.
Phil doesn't even Phil isn't even on the plane of existence with him anymore. You know what I mean? No. Phil's doing his own thing and it's crazy.
I don't know. Like, the thing is, Darkside Phil doesn't call Boogie boss. Darkside Phil didn't sign the contract.
Phil told Lolcow no.
You know?
So I don't.
Yeah, real quick. They don't know because he didn't want to call other people his fucking boss. He wanted to be his own fucking boss.
But real quick, before we keep going, think of it this way. There was 2 different avenues to go, right? You could go the Boogie route, where you completely put on the clown makeup, but you make the Daddy Keem money. Or you could go the Phil route, and you have self-respect for yourself, and you build up your own channel and make money. Rich did the worst of both worlds. Like I said earlier, Dickers, when he had the opportunity to make any decision, always made the wrong choices.
Always fucking made the wrong choices. Well, let's continue the clip.
To tell you, Rich, but you failed. You failed, bro. It's time. I mean, you can cling on. You can cling on by your fingernails, scratching, clawing, screaming as you get dragged back to employment. but you will go back to employment, bro.
Wait, here
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Here it
Maybe
is,
you can
Ash.
try and defraud disability. Maybe that's your next scam, and say you're obese and you can't work. I don't know.
Ash, hear this one by Paul in chat. Phil is an asshole. RTU is a joke.
I'm fucking excited, man.
get you.
We've been waiting. We've been holding back because
Oh.
we're like, we don't want to help Rich. We don't want to give him any sort of clout. But at this point, it's beyond obvious that there's nothing that can save Rich's fucking career. At this point, it's over. He's trapped in Lolcow purgatory. Truly, Lolcow hell forever. Just being tortured for fucking pennies. A personal fucking clown for the guy who he used to be the boss of. He now calls J-Hoof sir and boss. Calls Keemstar sir and boss. So what we're gonna do, we're kind of gonna Tarantino this.
We are.
So we're starting off with the most recent Rich crying
All right,
about how
that's
he's
it.
poor, how he has no fucking money, how everything's fucking tough, and it wasn't what he thought it was gonna be. And what about my fight? What about now, Keemstar? 5 years from now, you say I'll be a millionaire. But what about now? And
Now-
then we're gonna go back to the start of the show and just watch as he gets degraded and ground down little by little by little. This week we're gonna be going through the entire lore of the Lolcow Tech Talk.
That's it for clip
As
one.
we watch
That's
every
all.
fucking humiliation ritual, every debasement of Review Tech USA. It's tough.
I gotta say
It's
too,
tough.
Jay.
Fucking stop the video.
You're right. This rules. This
self
because Keem was like, trust me, this isn't a rule. You're gonna love this. I'm like, how?
The best part
And I'm
is
like,
the
oh.
show is it's not even successful. It just barely is enough to just keep
Maybe I
Rich
lost some
hooked.
Timsy
To
there.
where he keeps thinking it's going to turn into something, but it's not. I'm sure Keemstar, by the way, during the first like month of this show being in existence,
Yeah.
Keem turned the memberships off. Like he had, bro, he fucking screwed them. He like I told YouTube support to turn off memberships. And, like it was glitched, and they couldn't get any money for members. And Rich was just fucking crying.
Well, Jay did after the show on his show.
Yes.
And by the way, he's getting like every Juicy Booch, Jostler, all the top subs are now team. Jay played
Jay
this
has poached
perfect.
all of Rich's pay pigs over into his pen, and Rich is being bled dry by the cut on Lolcow Tech Talk. They yank his chain, move the schedule all around. It's awesome. It's awesome.
No,
And also,
no,
you
99
gotta
nights.
include.
This is not kayfabe. This is genuinely. I could tell when shit's fake on Lolcow.
So yeah, I had to do something real quick. Always,
Okay, all right.
yeah, I'm
We
always,
got through the clip.
oh yeah, because like this is setting up now for when, because this is about the time that I started when I was originally watching all of this. So, so I caught like parts of the original conversation, but I never actually watched the full thing till now. So knowing how the plans and everything were laid out.
Before we move on to clip two, what did you think about Kino Casino's feltoning and how they laid out what Jay and King did to Rich?
I'll make it short and sweet. That was the most brutal 38 minutes I've ever seen of any video, any documentary, or anything ever made about any person ever. Brutal.
Really that bad?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely brutal.
And then, but what do you think about the whole situation of Jay and Keem like stringing Rich along, fucking with?
Oh, that was they fucking had him for all he was worth. All he was worth. Just goddamn.
Let's see, which video do you have up on my?
This is where he copes about getting fired. This is the second clip.
How many minutes?
It's like a 12-minute clip.
Nope, it's not that one. We ex-nayed that
Oh, I did not.
8-minute clip.
Oh, it was an 8-minute clip.
Yeah, the 8-minute clip, the RTU Copes Part 1. Yeah, that we found an even shorter, more concise clip that explained things.
Well, that fucking sucks. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second.
Yeah, we'll pull up the docket.
Yeah, once. Oh yeah. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I changed clip 2 a few times, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give up figuring. So Jay and Keem and Wings and Boogie and Keno, they all had gripes with Rich, and everybody just figured out a way to shit down his throat basically this entire month. And when they were done with him, they just fired him. Like, they just said, "We're done with you. We don't need you. You're done, boy. You're done." So, yeah. And as far as the Feltning goes, man, they laid it out better than any other person's laid out the case against RTU. Without really bringing up the history too much, but they really just got into the whole why he's such a fucking loser, why he's such a fucking terrible person, and why he deserves his failure.
Oh yeah, he really does, honestly.
But now we're getting ready to watch a clip where RTU copes.
All about it.
Where
he just fucking he fucking loses it.
Oh yeah.
Whew. I had to get up and down. Let's see. Let me make sure I get. I should have the right one, I think, in front of me.
Yeah, I think it's like 820 or something like that.
Yeah. Here we go. Here it is. Making sure I've got the right one. It's from the same channel, so I wanted to make sure I got the right one, though.
Right.
Now, when it loads up, there we go. Because I recognize this person because this person came to my aid when Jay and them were going after me.
Oh yeah, Amos 32, right?
Yep. Although he doesn't like me.
I was really fired. Black Sheep, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate you. So, spoke to some people this morning. And it was real. That was the most backhanded way you could do it. I don't even know.
Okay, we got pause right there already off the bat.
Most backhanded way. Most backhanded, huh?
This motherfucker here fired his friend of 6 years, Jay, while sitting on a toilet, sending him a text.
Oh, God.
Oh man, the revisionist history. By the way, look at his members, and his goal is 100 members, and he has 0.
Yep. Just nothing. And I hate that. I hate that fucking members thing. I hate that. I hate that so much. It looks so tacky. It just looks so fucking tacky. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
So fucking tacky. Let's continue.
It wasn't even done behind the scenes.
Oh God, here comes the dead air.
It was done to essentially make me look like an idiot. That's it. Like, I'm going into the. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, what am I gonna do, man? Cheetah man. I mean, I'm not gonna. You know what was funny is that I had reservations about it. I took it on initially. I'm like, all right,
right, we got to talk about
I
something.
have reservations about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm always negative about everything.
His green screen, man. He's green screening him.
So
If it was clean, he actually had a
negative
dirty
about
room
everything,
behind
and
him.
everyone
We
in-
find out
like, not
later.
even on this YouTube shit or internet shit was like, all right, whatever happened in the past is the past. They just see a business opportunity. This could be something good for you. Put your reservations aside and do it. I shouldn't have put my reservations aside.
Lauren convinced him.
So
He's
I don't know
throwing
who
her
was
under the
involved in
bus.
What. I'm not going to point fingers. I was told multiple different stories about who had the idea. I don't know who did.
It's
But
me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh,
What?
who did?
It's me,
But I will say this. Dude, I ain't going to Fat Camp, Keemstar. You're not getting free content off of me, dude.
Yeah, I've already heard all of it, so I pretty much know how much he copes about the whole thing.
He wouldn't hack it in Fat Camp.
No, he would fucking not.
Boogie and Wings would outwork him.
I love include the Vince McMahon quote. That's awesome.
But yeah, he fucking green screened his old setup because his new setup was unclean.
I don't know why he doesn't go back to his old setup. His old setup actually looked great.
He had to sell the monitors. He complained about his not having a third monitor on Tech Talk. He had to sell the monitors because he's broke.
Well, that's true. And I think he sold the PC too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hopefully it didn't have a keylogger in it.
Who knows? Or maybe that's the one he sent to Jay.
The biggest donation Rich has had on Jay's PayPal.
But, damn.
Ooh.
To me joking
And then
on
look
here,
at him sit there
having
acting like, I don't know who
my chest
put
and joking
who put
about
up
sitting on a pizza.
who put up
Look
this
at
humiliation.
another fatty jiggling around.
Look at that.
It took myself out of the Lolcow server.
And again, with the
I
not knowing
won't
how
be
to use the
going to other
goddamn microphone.
shows. I don't like
It's so hard to figure out how to use a fucking microphone, apparently.
And asking for more. That's doing longer days, making less.
This is fucking embarrassing. I was worried about this fucking show. Rich, are you high again?
Imagine groveling before Boogie like this, making excuses.
Oh.
Like, look at Rich. Look at how ashamed he is.
Oh my god.
That's not how I handle things. Yeah, and that's it. That's it.
Dead air.
So much dead air.
I think part of what it was, do I think it was a plot from the beginning? No, I don't. But I
Stop right there.
things like
Oh my god.
Does he think it was a plot from the beginning? No, I don't. Yes, it was. You fucking idiot.
Wow. Just wow. All I can say is wow for that one.
All right, that's all I wanted to say.
And just so you know, probably about the 3-hour mark, I got to end the stream early because I got something that just popped up. So we're going to be cutting this one a little short today, unfortunately.
So you have to leave at about 43 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop hearing his ass. Let's go to clip 3.
Because there's so much fucking holy Jesus. So what timestamp was this one at? Because I actually forgot.
Clip 3 started at like the 5-minute mark, and we'll kind of watch a little bit of it. We'll speed run through some of this.
There. Oh, right on the mark too. That's fucking awesome. I was already with the W's and L's. So if I'm not mistaken, this, to give a little bit of context, this is when Keem confronts Boogie and Wings about firing Rich on the stream the day prior.
So So Wings actually was the first news to Rich. Rich had not been told. He meant to do it the day before, which would have been the 1-year anniversary of Jay being fired. Yeah, that wasn't planned, right? And in this stream, King sort of acts like the good cop. Like, no, we didn't fire Rich for any kind of plan. He would just sucked. And Wings and Boogie just shit all over Rich. So yeah, let's watch this clip. Let's try to watch like 5 minutes at a time since we're speeding through, and then we'll comment.
Yeah.
He's fired. I presume that means he's fired.
He was streaming. You went on his show while he's there. He obviously doesn't know yet.
Well, okay.
I still ain't
thought
got
he was
thing for
getting a
that.
goodbye show. I thought this was his goodbye show.
No,
Right?
you didn't think it was his goodbye show. Wings went in and said, "What the fuck are you doing here? You didn't get the email? You didn't get the company," like acting like there's some company memo that went out to all the hosts that Rich was fired. That doesn't exist. We don't have a company fucking memo.
You take that up with Jordy. I'm telling you what I
Alan
thought.
McHugh
I
super
thought
chatted
going in.
$101.48.
Wow.
Hey, King, Boogie, and Wings. Hope everything is good. Love the show. It's so entertaining. You're a fantastic boss, Keen.
Callum, thank you so much, but that made me look like a fucking idiot. That made me look so fucking stupid. And yes, I've had a million problems with Rich, but Rich didn't do anything to be fired. It was just strictly business. There was a better business opportunity for
Just
that
like
show.
Rich told
That's
Jay,
all
right?
it
Yep.
was.
Listen. We are nice to people after they've been let go in the Lolcow universe.
Oh, we're
right?
nice to them.
Shit about anybody.
We're nice to them.
Break the links, right?
Don't tempt me. I'm trying to be nice to Rich. He's having big of a meltdown as it is.
What do you mean temp you? What are you talking about?
Look, let me walk you through this, okay? Boogie will die. Boogie died. There's a difference. Rich will get fired later. Rich has been fired. There's a difference. You said he had been fired. This is on you.
No, that's not what I said. That is not what I said. I said I just got out of a meeting.
That's what I remember.
I said I just got out of a meeting with Joffrey, the other guy.
Jaffe.
Have you been announced the replacement yet?
No, they've all leaked it because I actually had my private conversation with Rich this morning, and I told him everything and how everything played out because I felt like I owed him that much, and I apologized to him about you idiots.
I didn't leak shit.
Let me help you out here, King.
Shit.
Joffrey was the king of Africa in Coming to America. Jaffe is the guy who made God of War.
Jaffe, David Jaffe. David Jaffe.
You're gonna hire the guy. Say his name right,
Bro, I'm
no, we're
horrible
gonna call me
with
Boogle.
Okay, listen, I'm
He
horrible with
hired
names.
a
The reason
guy
why he
that
got
he
on there is
didn't
because
say
Yeah, I can't even pronounce
he's
his
good on
name.
camera. All right, I seen the
That's
thing where he
fucking
made
great.
Wings cry like a little baby. He's good. He sounds like a fucking
Andresh
podcaster
super
that's been
chatted
doing it for 20
$20.
years.
Nice shirt, Wings. Big ups, pimp.
Yeah, Rich was bad. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. We are nice to you once you've been fired, right?
Let me help you out here. Let me help you out here, Boogie. Here's what I was looking at when I knew this guy was fired, thinking like, all right, he's staying on and doing the last show that, because Joffrey's not going to be here today. Hey, Jay. I just got off stream. I'm going to do this Switch project. We're going to take this.
Dude, I get it. I get it. I have
Turn it to this little Switch.
I have so many complaints about Rich, but he didn't do anything to get fired, okay? The reason why he was fired was strictly business.
Once again,
Strictly business,
we're
huh?
gonna stay nice. That's what we do, right?
I want to know why you did that.
Bitch, I wish I'd been the one that fired him.
I was nicer than he deserved to be.
No, come on. You guys obviously knew he didn't know.
Oh, here we
Why
go.
did you do that?
I didn't know shit.
Why are you being a large, handsy ass bitch about pulling the Band-Aid off? I had Band-Aids pulled off of me yesterday all day.
It's true. It's true.
Okay, I've already explained this. I wanted to speak to him privately.
And you had ample time before me and Boogie went in and did what we did to speak to him.
Guys, he didn't answer the phone. He was on his own fucking stream.
Then it's on him, isn't it? He didn't answer the phone when his boss called. His boss called.
No, that was so fucking unprofessional and so fucking lame, dude.
Motherfucker, don't make me, dude. Don't make me open my fucking mouth because I'm going to have motherfucker.
Do you know what's going on in Rich's head right now? Keemstar planned this the whole time. He planned it, and then somehow, some way, it ends up like almost like the day of Jay getting fired from Rich.
Yeah,
so
totally
it seems like
not
it's all
planned,
a big fucking thing, which I didn't even know until fucking after the fact, and someone brought that up, right? But it's like, dude, the way you guys did it makes it look like it was all fucking planned just to make Rich look stupid.
I thought.
Totally not planned, huh, Keemstar? Huh? Yeah, sure.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah, total bullshit. Don't believe that for even a second. This was beautifully set up, beautifully mastered, and he got destroyed, as he should be.
Oh man!
I mean,
dude, we gotta because we're short on time. We gotta let another 5 minutes go.
Yeah, let's because there's more. I think the clip just speaks for itself. I don't know if I have any commentary that would be useful because it's just fucking hysterical.
I'll say this: just play it through. Every 5 minutes we'll pause, but play it through, and then we'll talk through it.
Because we were supposed to fire him the day before, the actual day that when the anniversary happened.
I thought the day before
was the anniversary. The day before was the anniversary.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when we were supposed to fire him. It didn't happen for some reason. That was the period time you were supposed to be professional and talk to him.
See?
I got busy.
I got busy.
I thought the Tommy
team actually did get busy and messed it up by a day, but they were going to do it the same day.
Why don't they work out the last month?
Yep.
That was my thought process. I thought, hey, he must have worked something out with Rich where Rich is going to get a goodbye show. If you fire me, I want a goodbye show. I want to be able to say thank you to Jordy and thank you to you and thank you to my fucking audience.
They've never done that. They've never done that with anybody.
No.
Not Grace, not Lynx, not nobody. Nobody gets a goodbye show.
I ain't saying shit.
A little bit.
They've never done that.
Say it. What was that about? What was that about? Because you obviously knew I was going to be pissed off.
I'll tell you what reason I did it. The reason I did it is a couple years ago, I'm having mental breakdown on fucking Twitter. Rich reaches out to me. He's like trying to be my friend, trying to comfort me. And he goes, hey, come talk about it on my show. So I thought I'm going into a safe zone, and Rich ambushes me with this little lady boy and all his buds. There's like 4 versus 1, and they start calling me a pedophile, and they start accusing me of all this other rants and shit that I've never done in my life. And I remember that to this day. So I took joy in letting Rich know that, hey,
you've been fired.
You're having a little money trouble? Well, it's about to get worse.
Oh, okay. All right, is that what we're doing? We're shit talking somebody? Let's shit talk somebody.
Let's do it. Fuck yeah.
2018, when I was going through all my fucking shit, Rich made a video giving advice to Boogie 298, giving advice. I said, bitch, I reached out to him. I said, let's be friends. You want to give me advice? Give it to my face, not a fucking YouTube video. You know what you're fucking doing. I gave him my phone number. I texted that motherfucker over and over and again. Guess how many phone calls I got? Guess how many times he picked up? Guess how many fucking texts he responded to? No, motherfucker, you didn't want to be my friend. You didn't want to help me. You didn't want advice. You wanted to do the same thing that every other YouTuber was doing, which is shit down my fucking throat to get your fucking money. So congratulations, Rich. Now how's the shit taste? How's it fucking taste? We gave this motherfucker a shot. We brought him on this show. We fucking tried to resolve our fucking issues. We gave him a fucking show. He did not improve. He did not do his job. He didn't get fucking better. He brought that show down.
Get him, Boogie. Get him.
Fucking professional on it.
Get him, Boogie. Get him harder. Get him. Get him. Get him.
His fucking channel like it deserves.
Come on, Boogie and Wings. Keem is the boss. It's his job to tell him not you both. You should have respected
Thank
the
you.
decision of Keem. It's not.
Oh,
up to you.
fuck
It's
off,
not your job.
Chatter.
It's Keem.
Fuck off.
And you know how you both have backstories with Rich? So do I. It all played out right in front of your fucking eyes when we were going back and forth. So I didn't want to let Rich go and make him think this was some fucking conspiracy. And the way you guys did that, now everyone thinks it's a conspiracy. Well, at least he does.
He don't have to take a conspiracy. The reason Rich got moved on from is because Rich didn't follow the protocol. The reason Tech Talk isn't as big as it should be is because Rich isn't going with the program. He's hard to work with. He whines. He needs gas money and all this other shit. Rich, Tech Talk was supposed to be frenemies, right? We put you and Jay together because you have a clashing history, and then all of a sudden you want to be friends. You want to turn a fucking new leaf. You want to be like, hey, high five, brother. Let me drink this seltzer water.
Look,
no.
Look, Rich's performance on Tech Talk was not great. All right.
Oh, it was miserable.
It's not great, but that's not why he was. That's not why he's fighting. Okay.
Boogie's texting.
It's the combination.
If I'm not mistaken, Boogie's texting Eric about it,
little fucking
and telling Eric that he took great joy in firing RTU.
Requested $40 gas. Wow.
And Eric thought that was fucking funny.
These little things, and the show's not being as successful as it should be, right? And the fact that fucking David Joffrey wants to come in.
Because David Joffrey is actually entertaining.
David Joffrey wants to like coffee. Coffee Joffrey.
David Joffrey wants to come in. All right?
Imagine getting fired for somebody whose name you don't even fucking know.
Okay.
People in the chat say I complain more than Rich. I complain on air.
I would say
make
occasionally pan the
content
camera
out of it. Rich complains in
Look at that.
phone call
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm going to let him finish and then we'll talk.
and text messages and DMs and an endless fucking cycle, and he threatens to quit. Like, I've threatened to quit 3 times in the last 2 years, and it all happened on air while you could see the grievances. Rich just threatens to quit 9 times for any time. Like Rich, we need you to go at 10:30 instead of 11. Fuck that, I quit.
Rar Dakota super chatted 20.
Yeah, right there. Literally, Jay said that in the last 2 weeks leading up to Rich getting fired, he quit 9 times in a row. 9 fucking times in a row he quit. Saying that.
But then he came back. He came back for more.
Yeah, like he said he wasn't making enough money. He needed gas money. He didn't just beg Keemstar. He begged Jay, begged Boogie, Wings. He begged anybody. I was told even Becky got some begging from him as well.
For gas money?
Yeah, for money in general.
Wow. What an e-bagger. Even begging his co-fellow.
It gets better even from there. Because then he has the nerve to clash them and tell them that they're a waste of time and useless and this and that and the other. Made fun of them. Talked about how much a piece of trash they are and how broke they are on his fucking live streams, his personal live streams. While he was doing all that behind the scenes.
Oh, by the way, play this clip, but don't go full screen. Just play it in how this is set up. Just play it a few more minutes, and we'll talk through it.
Oh, yeah.
Dollars. Wings and Boogie look like dillholes looking for revenge.
Yes!
Dillholes.
Yes! And that makes me look bad. Yes! Thank you! I look like the fucking idiot.
Cry about it. Fucking
Cry about it.
have that conversation first with Rich. If he did, I don't know, answer the fucking phone when his boss calls. How many times did you try to get a hold of him? How many times did you try to fucking talk to him in the past?
He was
four
streaming, which is another reason.
He deserves to be fired. He deserves to be fired on air. He deserves to make content out of. He deserves what he's getting right now. He deserves it. He fucking deserves it. That's the
Yes, he does.
He deserves it.
$24.97. Wings and Boogie are employees. Why are these two two clowns involving themselves in others' business.
Exactly.
Team, get these two in line. They
Dude.
think they're big bros.
I told you guys this in confidence, and you broke that just to get a fucking W on Rich, which isn't even a W because now everyone feels sorry for him.
No one feels sorry for him.
It'll happen exactly the same way it happened with everybody else we let go. They'll feel sorry for them a little while, realize what a piece of shit they are, and then they'll fucking abandon them.
You guys can't do that though. You gotta let me deal with it. All right.
Fucker, I did it. I wouldn't do it. Oh, no, you listen. This is when it comes time to fire. No, you listen. When it comes time to fire Becky, you better not fucking tell me ahead of time, because I will be fucking in there. I was shit all over that bitch too.
Why would he fire Becky, Boogie? Like, Becky actually has a new show. Where's your new show at, Boogie?
Rich
we're supposed to be with you, Wings, but you're too fucking lazy to get up and running.
Do anything to me, all right? It wasn't. We're not firing Rich and being like, "Fuck you, Rich. I hope you become irrelevant and broke." Like, no, that's not what happened.
If they kick Keem out, Wings and Boogie could make all the money, basically.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I doubt it.
Well, it kind of makes sense, but they both running.
Oh yeah, they probably could make a fuck ton of money, but the thing is, I think it works better with Keem because Keem can play the straight man to them. He can be the counter that makes them. In my opinion, this right here works great. This is entertaining. I would watch this.
I will say this: this will be the final clip because the other two, it was Phil taking a victory lap and Jay taking a victory
lap, and we already talked.
You can find that on Snort Hogan's channel where Phil takes his victory lap, and you could find it where Jay took his victory lap the first night that Tech Talk happened with
Jeffrey.
Jaffe. And yeah.
It's like to kind of put it this way. Basically, Jay's happy that Rich got fired. He doesn't have to deal with it anymore. That he's a whiny. That's how I found out about this information, is because Jay admitted to all this. That Rich is a whiny bitch that begs people for money behind the scenes, complains when he doesn't get what he wants, and when you give him what he wants, he squanders it like a retard. And DSP started up more beef with him so that way he can continue milking the views off of him, because it's fucking hysterical to him that Rich is getting felted like he deserves.
LB8 in the chat, you're right. A lot of this money ends up
going to Keemstar.
But anyway, Tim's, go ahead and play like the last up to the 28-minute mark. Just play it all the way through. We'll talk through it and then we'll hit the outro.
Oh yeah.
It's the combinations of the complaints that you already put up, and this other person wants to come in who is way better on fucking camera and mic. Way better than Jay, way better than Rich, way better than both of them combined. He's captivating. Wings, you worked with him.
Well, I did 1 hour conversation with. I wouldn't call that work.
Is his camera glitching, or is that my eye? Boogie, is Wings' camera glitching, or is that my eye?
I don't think it's glitching.
Yeah, his camera was glitching out for a second.
Am I tripping right now? What the fuck is happening?
Maybe you are.
He had green.
You drink that counter gin again today?
Yeah, make him pay camp, and then
you said you left it out on the counter all day the other day.
No, that's gone. The counter gin's gone.
Look, Rich got what he deserved. That's just the reality of it. And he deserved to be like that. He was given 4 weeks to show some.
That's pretty damn close to what they do. Keemstar's the Wolf of Wall Street in this particular instance. Except for it's the Wolf of Lolcows. Wolf of Felted Street. Wolf of Felted Street. That's what we need to call it.
We covered shit that happened at Fat Camp.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be entertaining. And eventually we gotta do a whole live stream dedicated to Keemstar and covering everything that he's done. And I will enjoy that episode when it happens. I promise you that.
We get ready to say something good here.
Yeah, so they're fixing to cook. Yeah, this is the part where I tuned in and it was fucking hysterical. So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Improvement. No, I have my opinion.
No, you keep
That's my
saying-
opinion. You say whatever the fuck you want to say.
He didn't
I told you I tried to be professional. I tried it your fucking way. Now we're telling my fucking truth. I don't know what the fuck you thought. I thought he was dragging the show down. I think if you put a video game legend
that messes up a lot, cries, whines, and begs for forgiveness. You sure as heck don't give the same sentiment to others that messed up.
Thank
If you want people to forgive,
absolutely not. Absolutely. Once you show me your true colors, the way Rich did when he had Jordy on his show, or the way Rich did when he made his fake nice videos about me, when he did, you show me what a piece of shit you are, I will treat you like a piece of shit.
Okay, guys.
That's the reality.
Yep.
How have people treated me? They treated me like a piece of shit. So don't tell me that ain't how we do it around here. That's how we fucking do it.
Yeah, pretty much so.
When Rich and Jay came on Lolcow Live and they pitched Talk Tech, right? Or Tech Talk, excuse me. We all came to the agreement that we're going to put all of our bullshit behind us.
XINSANITYX super chatted $19.99. Are they gonna get a punishment law? Also, WTF is that in the corner of Boogie's room?
So it's left him arcade machines. Me he made a decision. Every time this motherfucker makes me break one, he thinks it's tacky. Now we're going to pile him up, see how tacky that looks.
Why did you both think we had to talk to him anyway? I'm so glad that Keem is the boss.
God.
Oh,
that's horrifying.
Right there for you. Let me finish it for you, boss.
Super chatted $20. Boogie, you say that Rich deserves what's coming to him, but you lie about cancer and faked a knee injury to not go to fat.
Okay, Jocelyn Jr., I'm gonna need you to calm the fuck down.
Shut it.
There was just no class in that. There was just no class in how you guys did it.
It was beautiful.
We all made an agreement. We were going to set our bullshit aside while he worked for the company. And the day he got fired, me and Jordy made our fucking opportunity to shit on him the way he shit on us.
He was not fired yet. I didn't even have a chance to talk to him. Maybe I would have gotten a call on Rich and a call with Rich, and Rich would have convinced me, hey, dude, I'm going to do 200% effort. You don't know how
yeah, bullshit. I don't believe that.
The outcome of me and Rich talking about me letting him go.
Then move him to another show.
If he would have been able to change my mind, you robbed me. Big boss. You robbed me of that conversation, you fucking asshole. Don't you get that?
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I did what was right for me. Jordy did what was right for him.
It was right. It
was beautiful. I'm glad it happened.
Nobody will want to work for the show if people think Keem is sicking hogs on fellow employees.
And that's exactly what they think. Exactly what they
bullshit.
People $20.
I just gotta pause that real quick. Bullshit that nobody would want to work with them. Bullshit. They make so much fucking money that people would be willing to deal with that. I guarantee you there's a lot of people right now that would put up with that if they meant they could make a fuck ton of money like Wings and Boogie are. Because even though Keemstar's taking the majority of it, Wings and Boogie are not getting light paychecks. They're getting $4 or $5 grand a month. So like, I'm just saying, $4 grand a month is a lot of fucking money, and you're telling me nobody wouldn't be? Yeah, trust me, $4 grand a month is a good bit of money. I know you make eight grand a week, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, for Rich, he's lucky if he made 4,000.
Yeah, he's lucky he made 4,000 in a year. What a fucking retard and a half. Just unbelievable.
You should get a picture of Jay looking smug, put it on screen while we play on the rest of this clip.
Oh, yeah. Real quick then, let me...
And Wings are not owners anymore, so they shouldn't even be telling RTU or anyone for the fact that they are fired.
Exactly. I can't fire anybody, can I?
Get a picture of Jay looking smug and a picture of Phil looking smug.
Can I? Hey, Jordy, did you get told... Okay, let's put this shit to bed. Did you get told to go in there and fire Rich, or did you do it because it's funny?
I did it because it's funny.
Okay, but the next time...
I didn't get told by fucking nobody to do that shit. So, yes, the onus is off of Keemstar. I did did it on my own volition. I did it because that motherfucker spent years shitting on me at my worst times. That motherfucker pulled Jordy in under false pretenses and called him a pedophile to his fucking face for shekels, for points, for internet's points. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him.
Agreed.
Gamma Vortex super chatted $20.
Boogie
Wings
speaking
and
the
Boogie
truth.
should care when their paychecks are on the line. Keem,
Look at that.
Sony Teprano super chatted $19.99. Keem, are a hypocrite. You keep Becky and Glammy yet fired.
Right there, that's a perfect face.
You way more problems.
Look, I gave Becky creative control on how she wants to handle nerds. Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, Smug Bill
She
right
fired
there.
fucking Glammy
That's
today.
Smug Bill.
Oh, I was just about to ask, like, because I know there's another person that needed to be fired.
Okay, come on. It's not the same. It is literally not the same. It is literally not the same. Glammy is a complete nobody. One, like literally a viewer trying to get a job here. Rich is an
Oh my
established
God.
fucking YouTuber
Look at that.
came over, brought his audience over. Yes, it didn't fucking work out. They're literally not the same.
$19.99. Boogie, this is so unprofessional. It's not even funny.
I would
I don't have to
argue
be a professional.
I would argue
no longer
that the
an owner.
audience that Rich brought over
there it is.
was Jay's audience.
Yep,
Smug J right there.
that's fucking, that face right there is beautiful.
And that's the face, the J face, that's the face recently Tech Talk Live. We won't get to today. We don't have time for it. We don't have time for the DSP clip. We got 5 minutes left of this Lolcow clip right here, but it goes to the 28-minute mark, and then we're gonna wrap.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I know. Obviously, I know. But
I kind of want to end it on the picture of Jay being smug.
Jay is fucking awesome. I'm not going to let this slander go ahead, but you can stop with that. Jay is fucking awesome.
Oh, you don't know the shit that's been said behind the scenes. You don't know.
What's been said behind the scenes?
A lot of things.
Oh, you want to be mad at me, boss?
Sure,
You
bring
want me
it.
to leak some shit,
Shut up,
boss?
Buggy.
How about I leak this?
Shut
No, I'll
up,
fucking
Buggy.
leak it. I'll fucking leak it.
Shut
Guess whose
up.
idea it was to
Standing
fire?
next to EQC
Shut
and
up.
Here it is.
Boogie and Desi make a perfect 10. Desi
Guess
is the
whose
one and
idea?
Boogie is the
shut
0.
up, dude. No, I don't think so.
G-Vin
He was like,
fucking
don't say it. Don't say the plan.
$99. Just when I was starting to forgive Boogie for at least not being Becky, he never fails to throw that progress away. What a clown.
Oh my God. Right there.
I don't know who did it, Boogie.
Oh yeah, he mutes him. That's right.
Oh,
He
okay.
mutes
You're on mute,
Boogie
idiot.
because Boogie say that Jay was behind it.
Jay and him were behind the whole
It's easy
thing.
to me.
Like, he mutes it, and you can see it on Wing's face. You know exactly what's being said, and if you're a great lip leader, then you can pretty much figure out. Because I'm somewhat decent at reading lips. So the gist of what Boogie is saying there is that Jay and Keem got together, and they decided that him and Wings and everyone else was going to settle their beef once and for all with Rich by finally getting him back for the years and years.
Look how Wings and Keem is cheesing.
Yeah, how they're just smiling and laughing.
They know. And the fact that Rich still thinks Jay is his friend, it's fucking hilarious. Their friendship died a long time ago, especially when RTU said, the friendship never meant nothing. Well, this is what nothing looks like, isn't it, bud?
I'll finish off what Boogie was basically saying. So Keem approached Jay on the idea of doing it. Jay agreed to do it, helped get everything set together. That's why Jay did the 180 turn all suddenly. That's why he started raising up Rich and making them look good and making them look great. It's why he did all that work. I'm talking to the audience members. That's why he did all of that. Because I was like, where the fuck did that come from? RJ was like, that's interesting. And literally, it wasn't until the day after all this stuff went down that RJ filled me in on the plans. So I'm filling you guys in on what the plan was. The whole plan was to start that show, and the reason why they wanted to start that show was so that way they could torture Rich night after night after night, or after day or night, because it kept fucking with his schedule, because they knew they knew his kid's schooling schedule and whatnot. So what they were doing was fucking with him in between those times, like RJ said earlier, to get him exhausted, piss him off, make him extremely paranoid. And then they kept feeding information to Eric, so that Eric would make more videos continuing attacking him. And then Keem told Jay, get Eric on the show as much as you can. So Jay would go to Eric personally and tell him, hey, we're live right now, come on the show. And while
this could all be backed up through text messages too, but we don't leak DMs.
Yeah, so I'm not going to leak my personal DMs with Eric. But so while
this is all backed up, this is Kino and 8-Bit Eric and Jay and Keem and Wings and Boogie and Becky, and everybody knows. Everybody's in on it that is in the know, except good old
Rich.
And now you're about to see Boogie say it out loud once he's unmuted.
Yep. So I'll finish it off with this. While me and a few other mods were telling Eric, don't do it, because we believed it was setting him up for disaster, little did we know it was actually all meant to get Rich back for the decade and a half of pure, unadulterated bullshit that he spilled upon this poor, godforsaken world. Keemstar did God's work this day. Now let's continue the clip.
I muted him. Boogie, shut up. I'm dead serious. Shut up. You're muted on my end. Shut up. I'll keep you muted. I don't care. Stop. You've leaked enough shit.
Leaked it.
I'm going to unmute you. You better not say shit.
They already heard it, boss. You fucked up.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Tell me in chat.
I mean, the chat's looking like it.
Tell me in chat what I just said.
Honestly, I don't care because I've already told Rich everything.
Callum
so
McHugh
I don't
super
care
chatted $19.66. Keem can't trust to tell you both anything
got
if this is going to happen.
Side chat right
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jay's a fucking snake, by the way. And here, Jay, hey, do you remember
No,
day one?
he's not.
You promised me that position when Rich
by
got
the way,
fired. Oh, now it's
second.
David Jaffe.
So when he says Jay was a snake, see, he's referencing snake. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Not only that, but I was telling Eric, I said I feel a little bit vindicated about making fun of Jay for being a two-faced snake. Because even his best friend's calling him a two-faced snake.
This time it worked in our favor. So we got a few more minutes left till we play it and see what Boogie is going to lay out this case real quick.
Let's listen to him lay out his case for why he says Jay is a two-faced snake.
Fucking snake. You lied to me. You lied to Rich. Hold on. Didn't he go on Rich's show today and say, oh man, it wasn't me. I feel so sorry. Jay, it was you. It was you, Jay. It was you. No. Fucking admit it. Come on. Jay, get your ass up here and admit your shit. I'm so sorry, Rich. Come do it right now. Now you've been fucking exposed, Jay.
Dude, nobody got anybody fired. It's literally just business. It's just business.
He saw the first opportunity he could.
Me and Jay believe in Tech Talk, and we want the best for Tech Talk, right? He presented David. David is a way better fit for the show. Rich is not even happy doing the show. He said it today on his stream today that he's like, it was a mental thing for him. It like really bothered him to do the show. And he felt like doing Tech Talk took away from his live streams with his chickens and shit, right? It's not one thing. It's not one thing. It's not Jay. It's not fucking Rich. It's not David. It's the combination of everything, and this makes more business sense. But what you guys did is you made the public now believe it's revenge. That's what you made them believe. And with that, I got to believe it.
It was for me because guess what? I know you're walking the fuck away, but I'll say it anyway. I didn't tell Glammy she was getting fired. I had the chance to do that.
Yeah, we weren't in there bouncing on nerds, but if we just were there to hurt people, we weren't in there to fucking fire Glammy. Rich hurt us. How does it feel to take a swing at me and Jordy and get hit back, motherfucker? Cry about it. It took me 5-6 years to build up the clout to be able to slap your ass back, but there it is, motherfucker. Slap.
And I don't think we need to keep that clip going, because that right there was the ultimate telltale. Everybody wanted to hit Rich back because Rich had all that clout, all that success, had the people like Jostler, who will ragdoll you, make up fucking shit about you, use clips out of context to make it look like fucking pedophile and a monster and this and that and the other. All these horrific fucking titles. And I love that statement. How's it feel to get hit fucking back? This was beautifully executed, and it had everybody fooled, including Rich. And when it all got exposed, everybody was in on the joke except for good old Review Tech. He's a retard USA.
And I'm gonna get my final thoughts right here. So literally, Wings got his turn at revenge. Becky did. Jay did. Keem did. Big Cheese somewhere is fucking smiling. Kino Casino ripped your asshole out. You are fucked. Your career is over. It's spiraling down the drain. It's been a year of absolute fucking failure and a month of absolute humiliation. You're screwed. Employment is coming, dicker. One way or another. You're not worth our fucking time anymore. We got better clout to get. Peace out, bitch.
And I'll leave me or my final thoughts with this. I have a lot more people that have more clout than you that are better for me to spend my time making fun of and going after. I've got drum covers of songs that will get me more clout and more fame than you could ever possibly do. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm already more famous than you will ever fucking be in your entire lifetime. Eat a dick. I come from one of the greatest legacies of all time. You, on the other hand, have one of the smallest dicks of all time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should end the show, shouldn't we?
Let's wrap. It's been a great episode. Lots of support. We had 5 viewers pretty much the entire 2 new subs. The chat was popping. Fucking great episode. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week. RJ Game News USA signing out. Check out my channel. I'll see y'all later.
And this is AJ Timms of the Den of Tims signing out. Have a great one, everyone. Have a great one. And yes, I am going to end it on the picture of Jay smiling because he deserves it.
While we play the Clout Chasers theme.
Going to steal your clout, don't care about women tonight. Going to steal your clout, don't care about women tonight. Going to steal your clout, going to steal your clout. I'm going to milk you tonight, milk you for those laws. I'm going to milk you tonight, going to steal those laws. Run all the way to the bank with your your clout tonight. Going to milk your clout onto the bank tonight. Going to
Get
steal
fucked,
your
dickers.
clout, milk you like a cow. Going to
Fuck
steal
you,
your clout,
Rich. Fuck you. You fucking creepo. Sorry, son of a bitch.
milk you like a cow. Steal your clout tonight. Don't care about women and wine. Going to milk unite, steal your clout tonight. Going to milk unite, steal your clout tonight.
How's it feel that Jay won in the end? How does that make you feel, Dickers? How does it make you feel? Look at his face. Look at the smile of revenge.
Tonight,
Look at him.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm going to milk unite, milk you like a cow. Milk those laws for fun, steal your clout tonight. Chasing the clout tonight, chasing your clout. Steal your clout tonight, milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow. Milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow, milk you. I'm going to milk you like a cow, milk you. Milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow, milk you. Milk you. Going to milk you tonight, going to milk you tonight. Cloud chasing, cloud chasing. Milk you like a cow, milk you like a cow. Clout chasing. Milk you like a cow, going to milk you like milk you. Milk you. Milk you like a cow, going to steal your clout. Milk you like a cow, going to steal your clout. Milk you like a cow, steal your clout tonight. Don't care about women and wine, going to steal your clout. Don't care about women tonight, going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Oh yeah, going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women and wine. Going to steal your clout. Going to steal your clout. Don't care about women tonight. Don't care about clout tonight. Don't care about queens tonight. All care about clout tonight.